Oh, yeah. We're ready to go. Pop out chat. Close that. What's up, Alien Saber? Debutta public test. Debutta. What's up, Sad Bun? Haven't played the new Survivor yet. I've seen the perks, but I was gonna go. Excuse me, I'm spending the BP this summer when Five Nights at Freddy's comes out. Because I don't really care about using perks or add-ons on Survivor. Excuse me, on Survivor, but Killer feels like I'm missing out on a lot. Hey, Sad Bun. It's a 25 bits, mate. Hey, what's up? What's up, Cole? Let me go follow Solve Live. Go sub to him on YouTube as well. He puts out videos like every day. It's inspiring. Made me want to work my ass off. Because today I was like, because I was gonna record the biggest mistake survivors make in solo queue. And that's unhooking too soon. And I was like, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. And then I seen your video release, and I'm like, fine, I'll go record it. Yeah, I was thinking that doing this walkthrough too, about having like gameplay. But the thing is I didn't have enough clips of like unhooking to have gameplay with me talking over it. But it wasn't exactly a video where I'm showing how to loop anything. It was literally just like, don't unhook. I mean, there was a lot of different scenarios that I had talked about. Because a lot of times survivors will just unhook because they're already in the area. And it's like, just because you're there. This is static mic. Does my mic sound fine? Or is it just for, no big deal? They said it's really staticky. Mic sounds good. I think it's on your end then. Yeah, I got people on Twitch saying it's good too. What's up, Londo? Yeah, exactly. Absolved. I feel that. Yeah, not true. Or not show. I've been trying not to scream as much. I think I was damaging my throat, but the thing was the Pistons had a good year this year, and the Pistons are my favorite team. And last year they had like one of the worst NBA seasons of all time. So this year I didn't expect to win. Like, and you know when they say like act like you've been there before, and it's like why are you getting so excited over a random regular season when you're like because I expected to lose all these games this year. They went 14-68 last year. All this shit sounds awesome. God shit, damn that shit was tasty. I had to turn it up for a sec. What's up, Slady? What's up, Michael? All right, so quests. Let's see here. There's more Rift Pass stuff, huh? Chase for or be chased. I see. Chase or be chased. Either die a killer main or play long enough to see yourself become a survivor main. Yeah, they lost 28 games in a row. Look at this. 1 second. I'll show you guys because this shit's hilarious. It's hilarious now. Back that this was the because like I remember asking my friends. I was like, which season do you think was more annoying? Last year's Pistons. This losing streak. Because I'm gonna show you in a second. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's go standing this pose. Pistons. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go to last year. You gonna see this? All right, look at all these L's. I have to make the browser bigger. Yeah, there we go. I literally had to make the browser bigger. Look at all these L's in a row. Look at that. Is that ridiculous? This is the regular season. This was we were started. The funniest part was up here. We lost our first game, but it was a close one. We lost at Miami by 1 point, and they were a playoff team. And it was like, okay, well, that, you know, that's okay. And then we win by over 10 at Charlotte, who was a bad team, right? And then we won at home versus Chicago by like 16. So we're all like, woo, Detroit basketball, like, it's back, you know? And then this happened. You want to know how many losses in a row that was? From this, they won on October 28th, and they did not win another game until December 30th. They lost every game they played in November and almost every game they played in December. It was over 2 full months in between wins. They lost 28 games in a row. Look at that. Hey, Miss Devil, thank you for the raid so much. Are you playing the PT? Oh, sorry. I was assuming someone who's playing DBD, but you could have been playing something else. I was about to ask if you were playing the PTB or not. But we got to talk about the Pistons for a sec. Yeah, this is why my throat was worn out, though, because this year they did a lot better, right? This year they started, and that year I was hoping for like 32 wins, right? Well, it was postseason. And then this year we started off losing 4 in a row, so it's like, oh god, here we go again, right? But the thing was, I really like believed in this core. I was like, we can't trade anybody. Like, this is the right peeps. They're just really young, and they're too young, and they're getting older. You know, like Cade Cunningham is like the leader, and he's like 23. You know, like in this season. But look at this, we lost 4 in a row, and at one point we were 11-16. I remember being like 11-16, and then after 11-16, we ended up getting a bunch more wins. We won a bunch in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We won 8 games in a row this season. I think this is when I started damaging my voice, because I was like, because after the season before, I just expected to lose like every single game. But I have started to have some like throat problems. I think it is because I've been like screaming too much. But once again, like, it's like, act like you've been there before, and I'm like, it doesn't feel like I have. This team. You know, the Pistons haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And that was in the conference finals. Do I have to select these, or I think I'll select it when it is done, maybe? It's not letting me select. Oh, pin. Can you only pin? Ah, you can pin 15. As well as these. I don't think I get dailies. I don't think they go over the cap. Turn this shit up too. Or is my headphones? Oh, it is up. Nice. You remember that one album that had on Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die? This was that album. Alright, so I don't know if I even have to... Okay, whatever. That was the daily? What the frick? This is a peek into the next rift. No, this is the current rift, right? Yeah, this is the current rift. Mega Boss. The song is really talking about, it's called My Console. They want us to play Survivor? That's hilarious. You would have thought everybody would have been on Survivor. Might as well spend a bunch of blood points, right? Not gonna spend tons. I'm not gonna sit here for half an hour, but I'm gonna spend enough where I get like all the perks and then not use any of them. Just want to use the new ones and like we'll make it. Maybe I'll do a healing build actually, because that new healing perk looks nice. Let's see how fast you can heal. Yeah, I'm checking out the BTB right now. Oh, what's that way? Oh, whoopsie. That was my camera a little bit too far over one way. So I have a light behind my green screen. Because at this place, I needed a light behind it or it was going to be like visibly distorting, if that makes sense. Because it wasn't bright enough green. How many blood points do you think I gotta spend before we, have all the perks? I could be 100, yeah. I don't want to, though. I can't wait for that bold blood point. Although it's going to be spending this way. It's going to be even slower when I actually spend, because I'm going to actually look through this and be like, I want this, this, and then spend, you know? Because you could, like, click this, right? And then you'd be like, I want this as well, and then auto spend. Yeah, the healing thing's what I want to try. I'm going to slap on We'll Make It, Botany, and Desperate Measures, maybe. See how fast the heal speeds will be. I won't be able to find anybody. Even just Botany and Desperate Measures, I should have good heal speed before anyone's hooked. And if I get none hooked, it'll be super fast. But the longer people get hooked, those get faster and faster heals. This is OPAF. There's no growling in this song. Palando for real. Well, if like all 4 survivors were hurt from Desperate Measures. What is empathetic? I don't even know. Or is that the new one? Yeah, what is empathetic? Yeah, I like the Survivor a lot. I haven't really tried out just Survivor to P2B in a minute. She has nice perks. Like, there's actually one, because We'll Make It is like my favorite Survivor perk. It's like the one I miss the most, because I don't really miss many Survivor perks. Kindred and We'll Make It. It's like the only 2 I miss. Those are both common, actually. Oh, empathy, so you can find survivors. That's what I was just thinking, too. I was like, I walk around with healing powers, but not be able to find anybody. So, Michael, I guess if anybody does want to play, sure. If anybody's on the P2B. I am on the P2B, though. I'm doing regular open lobbies tomorrow. Well, it's going to be a Blood Moon event. Open lobbies, I suppose, but... No, it does not affect actual game. This is a copy of the game from like a week or 2 ago, because I had less than I did in the main game. It just takes too long to spend. I used to spend them all until I had like 50 or something, and I was like, all right, this is the last time I'm spending them all. But when they come out with the bulk blood point spending, I'm definitely going to try that. I was kind of hoping they would come out with the bulk blood point spending in this time. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that, Billy, with FNAF. Because no perks is a lot of fun on Survivor. That doesn't really get old. Because you're just trying to greet a pallet and then make new loops work, you know? And there's a lot of different killers to even try a single loop. I haven't tried this killer on this loop, you know? But killer... It doesn't... no perks, no add-ons, you can only have 2 playstyles, and that's playing to win or playing nice. And playing to win with no perks, no add-ons on a lot of killers, but pretty much all killers, can be really miserable. It can also be rewarding, but also feel like cheap victories. You're like, yeah, I came back and did all this, and then you look and they were just like a bunch of meme builds and solo queues, and you're like, like, do I feel good here? Because the survivors you actually want to beat, you don't stand a chance with or against with no perks, no add-ons. On killer, at least. On survivor, I never feel at a disadvantage. No perks. The only disadvantage I feel is not having communications, and I actually bring that up in the video for this weekend. CKO, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, isn't there like multiple animatronics, Sephiroth? But yeah, I was gonna P100 Five Nights at Freddy's and then get all my other killers to P10 before I even thought about, and probably Nemesis to P100. I'm a Nemesis main. I have like 15,000 whip downs on Nemesis, which is like world number 6 or something on the public leaderboards. Because I have a lot of fucking playtime, and I used to get Killer Iridescent 1 every single month, and I was just playing Nemesis for a while. And then I played Doctor for a bit, and then, like, where he was the only one I was really playing. Then he got nerfed by paid for this, and I was still playing Doctor, but then when Alien came out with Ultimate Weapon, everyone was running Calm Spirit to counter original Ultimate Weapon. Then Doctor had no power, because they had paid for this and Calm Spirit, and you're like, this is awful. That was awful. But if you're going to play nice, playing nice can get really boring. Because if you're going to play nice and not care about the win, right? That means, like, the real objective is trying to get everybody on death hook before you have a single kill, right? What happens when you get, like, the 2 hiding survivors and you keep finding the same 2 that are actually playing, and the other 2 are, like, trying to out-hide each other for hatch or something? And you just have to keep ignoring these 2 survivors over and over? I had one time happen where I didn't want them to finish last gen, but I couldn't find the one that was hiding, and I slugged all 3 survivors and walked around the map because I was like, they'll have to come by and pick up the survivor. And all 3 survivors sat on the ground for like 3.5 minutes back before I went back and picked one up to force them on their feet to pick up the other 2 survivors. And I was like, dude, this is insane. And I was like, so playing nice can get really boring if that's like the only thing you have to play for. All right. Oi. I always think of Shrek when I hear this now. Isn't this at the end of Shrek? It's obviously a different version. It's like a Smash Mouth version, isn't it? But this is the original one. I should get the Smash Mouth one on here too. I only really remember Shrek 1. It was Shrek 2 where Puss in Boots came around, right? I don't think I've seen Shrek 3. I heard the Puss in Boots movies were really good. I heard the third one particularly was like spectacular. I love when they get better and better. That's what the Sonic movies did. The third Sonic movie was really good. Like the best villain send-off I've ever seen in a movie. Yeah, they did. Who was I watching? It was Otz. Otz figured out why, or what they are jokingly think why, because you know how Freddy's add-ons were like blue and something, even though it said yellow, but the thing that said blue was a yellow add-on, and the yellow add-on was a something else. But now that it matches correctly. That shit takes forever. Does anybody want to play? We got open lobbies on the P2B. You just have to be on the P2B, which means you have to be on Steam, on PC. That's a good point. What level do we have to level? She has to be level 6, right, for the cosmetics. I forgot there was cosmetics. Might as well. So I'll spend them until we get P6 for the cosmetics. What's up, hi? Yep, and the Pistons do not play today, but there's a NBA game at 7:30. So we'll be watching that. This, to be fair, this is like a test on how long it would take to spend the BP manually. It's going to take forever. Yes, but Stinky, it's going to take me a bit longer because when I'm actually spending the blood points, right? I'm like for the new killer, say like this is his best add-on and this is his second best one. I'm going to be like, okay, I want that, and now I auto spend, right? So it's going to take me a little bit longer than that because then I'd be like, okay, I need this and that, you know, and then auto spend. Although it wouldn't be that way because I could have just pressed it and gotten both, but you know what I mean. You're like, okay, I need this add-on, I need this add-on, and then auto spend. You know? That's how it's going to end up being. It's going to take me longer. Yep, it's going to be an all-day event. They're going to have bulk blood point spending then, but once again, I want to maximize, because the whole thing is I don't ever, especially if it's going to be my main, I don't ever want to, same with Nemesis, I want to get him to like P100 as well, because I don't ever want to not have whatever add-ons, like Marvin's Blood and Liquor Tongue. Like pretty much every Nemesis game I play is going to be Marvin. Nemesis is going to be the new Jumpsuit Jake. You know how when I first sign on, right, I always have just smoked and I play Jumpsuit Jake as warm up and Stone Survivor. Also, Thunder Kitten, thanks for following, mate. I appreciate it. It's gonna be Nemesis then, because Nemesis is my current favorite, right? So, right when I'm warming up, I'm gonna be going for Nemi whips when I'm stoned and not warm. And then after I've played like 2 or 3 games of Nemesis, switch over to. Not at first, though, because at first I'm assuming Killer Q time is going to be too long, so I'm only going to play the new killer until Killer Q times finally chill out. And once they chill out, then it's going to be warming up with Nemesis. And then play some Spring Trap games. And then smoke a little bit, and then switch to Survivor. Unless I need to get my Survivor to Iridescent one, right? Then you just flip them, right? Then you play Survivor normally with Jumpsuit Jake and whatever for like 3 hours, and then you switch, you smoke, and then you switch to Killer. Then I probably wouldn't play Nemi, then I'd probably just switch to Spring Trap. Or I could play like 1 Nemi and 2 Spring Trap. Yeah, that's the thing, Torchbearer. That's exactly it. On the bulk blood point spending, they'll probably, if anything, they could bring that like in further updates. But they were saying that people on Twitch that can't see, they were saying they wish you could set a priority in the bulk spend, like prioritize flashlights or med kits or something like that. I'm like, yep. Because then I could bulk sped point, blood sped point with Nemesis and just prioritize Marvin's Blood and Liquor Tongue. What's up, Clancy? And yeah, I'm gonna use some perks, CJ. I want to try a healing build with that new healing perk. Although usually the first thing I do is I use just their 3 perks and Kindred, because Kindred would be a free perk if we're on communications anyway. You know? Good ass song. This is dubstep. This is the good thing about that days, though. Is gonna be sitting there listening to music for hours. Yeah, the new healing perk looks good. Because the longer the match goes on, it just gets better, right? Twilight Rave. I got Bold of the Shirt in. Isn't that what that was? This actually falls under a category of dubstep songs that actually does, what's the word? Develop throughout the whole song. Right? This shit is serious or sub bass. Gotta turn this shit up. I love listening to music. I don't get to listen to music unless we're sitting here streaming. Because if I have a chance to sit in front of my computer, I'm going to go live. I don't know why I wouldn't. It's such a... Everyone, thank you for being here. It's such a privilege to have friends to hang out with. That's why I was just thinking, like, why wouldn't I just go live? Hang out with friends. That's all that one day is going to be, is spending blood points, listening to music, hanging out with friends. It'd be a P-Hunter before we play one game. What's up, Mooney Coot? This song is called Eyes on Fire by Zed's Dead Remix. He had other songs, too, that were not on iTunes. Is it by Zed's Dead? I think it is. No, it says Blue Foundation. That's who it's by. The end of the song is the best part. So I always make fun of dubstep songs. A lot of dubstep has repeat-itis, where they get halfway through the song and they just repeat the first half. And I'm like, because you were excited to see where it went. This part, the end of this song, I'm like, oh, they could have repeated the very end of it again, and I would have been like, damn. This the very end sounds so good. That fucking sub bass. This part's repeated, I think, with like minor tweaks. And then this part, best part of the song is this right here at the end. This part they could have repeated. That's the part I'm like, man, they could have repeated that. I would have not complained. I'd have been like, yes. We're almost P4. I want to get to what, P6? I'm still getting perks too. There's a lot of perks in Survivor. Holy shit. Nice. We're to P4. Had to turn that up for a second. Good old sub bass. And what comes next, though? Hey, turn this up, too. This might be my favorite Beach Boys song, I'm not gonna lie. It's like introvert, the introvert part of you. Tell my secrets to in my room. In my room. God, the Beach Boys are so good. Where is the knife here in my room? In my room. Drama turkey. Yeah, FNL, you can. Oh, sorry. You can hear it on Twitch, but YouTube is a little bit newer to the stream game. So if I had it going through on the YouTube, I might get like a copyright strike. So YouTube is also a safe haven from the music if you don't like the music I'm listening to. Right now, we're not actually playing, but usually when we're in between games, I always have music playing. What's up, Deontay? Yeah, this sound is all over the place, Belando. It's good and bad thing. That's what I was saying. I was like, then YouTube can be a safe haven. If, say, you don't like growling of any type, and here comes a death metal song from Opeth. And I'm like, oh, turn this shit up. You know? Because that's how it goes. Oh my god, no, turn this shit up too. Keep it going. The playlist is doing good right now. I haven't had to skip a single song. Because people say, if you have to skip the song, it shouldn't be on the playlist. And it's like, that just means it wasn't the right song before it. But you get some crazy transitions. A little lower. There we go. The first time I actually heard this song was on Clone Hero. Someone's like, play Du Hast. And I'm like, what? Sure. I'm like, do I have this? I'm like, I do have this song. But it's funny because on Guitar Hero, it's really fucking easy. I might have 100%ed it, like, without ever hearing, you know. Although it's not, like, saying much, like I said. If you know Guitar Hero, like what you're doing, you can 100% stuff without ever hearing the song before. To a certain point. Or you can mess up really easy stuff because you're like, you know, then you miss the easy notes because you're just like, How High? No, I haven't seen How High. Is it streaming somewhere? Is it cheap on YouTube? We're listening to Du Hast right now. No, it's not a filter. This is the PTB. They switched yellow to blue. Nobody really has a reason why. Oh, Mandalorian, it is, but you can go above the cap if you don't spend blood points. Because if you spend them, you'll lose them, and once you're under the cap, you can't. And I don't get any blood points from the actual matches. Like, when we start playing, I don't get any. I just haven't spent blood points since 2020. Because I usually play with no perks and no add-ons and everything. I can show you something funny, actually, related to that. Here comes Steve, is my main. Hey, country boy. This is the raid, mate. What's going on? Sorry, we're sitting here spending blood points. That's all we're doing. Oh, yeah, item. So, like, I haven't spent any blood points since DP0 level 1. But, got a ton of items, though. Got 184 of those. 239, 197, 123, you know, stuff like that. So, green is now what yellow used to be, and blue is what green used to be. I don't know why they did that, but apparently it lines up with something with Freddy. That's what Odds and them were guessing was why. But as long as you pick up an item and escape with it, you get to keep it. Hey, let's go, freak. ASAB. You know what ASAB means? All survivors are bastards. And killers are inglorious bastards. This is the stream team, actually, for Twitch. Because I was watching, he's like number 5 Ghostface in the world, and he sings live. He has a deep voice. He'll sing metal, he sings ballads, but oh my god, he was the streamer I watched the most last year. Southerly Bike, thanks for following, mate. I appreciate it. And he had ASAB in his title, and it was like all survivors are bastards, and I was like, dude, we gotta make that a stream team. So we did. ASAB. Survivors are the villains. They are the power role. It's like, you're a survivor, man. Don't you? Does that mean you're saying that you're the bad guy? Uh-huh. It's video games. Isn't it fun to play the bad guy? You don't want to do that in real life. Oh my god, yeah. Every time I want to turn something down, I'm like, no, this is good too. The playlist just knows what it's doing. Maybe it'll go perfectly, and the first time I have to skip some things at like P6 where I have the cosmetics. I know, this is what happens right after you smoke and you listen to music, you're like... Although, I wouldn't have skipped any of these songs even if I hadn't just smoked. Us, us, us. One's for you, this one's for who? Us, us, us. People, motherfucker. This song is great. Hey, Sasso. Let's go. I appreciate it. I hope it really helped as well. Like, if it's one of the longer guides, I don't put any fluff in there. It's like you probably just uploaded, like, unedited games. It's like, nope, everything is edited. Like, I have combed through everything in those. I try to even edit through, like, stumbling sometimes. Sometimes I try to find my wording, and then sometimes it's hard to edit that down. Every now and then that'll happen, but I'm like, if I edit this, it's either going to cut off halfway through what I'm saying, or, you know. Every now and then that'll stay in. I don't like write a script or anything. We just walk around the map and, oh yeah, this is what you do here, and pep rally jump, y'all. Also, what's up, Sad Bun? Hey, let's go, Pottero. I've thought that too. I used to find like a really long video, and I'm like, it has to be a long one to go to sleep to, because I don't want to wake up and... That's why I like falling asleep to streams as well. Am I still getting perks? I forgot to pay attention. I'm not getting perks anymore. So we might as well get to P6, right, for the cosmetic. Classic. What's after platinum? Yeah, right? As soon as I get to P6, then I can slap on the cosmetic. Also kind of keep an eye on how much. I've already spent like 6 million blood points, I think. I don't know Enigma, actually. I know. Thank you to SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Star for me even knowing what that word means in the first place. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. And all you see is the carton of milk spill over. I wonder, like, which options they thought of for, like, what should be going on in Patrick's head. That's what they went with. A carton of milk just... I cracked up so hard seeing that for the first time as a kid. Well, it's still funny anyway, but... it's just like, what the fuck? I had no idea what Patrick just said, and then seeing that, like... Patrick had no idea what Patrick just said. Wait, I keep forgetting. I'm turning it down. Because it has been very loud. There hasn't been an opportunity to. Every time we get another one, I'm like, go ahead and turn this up. Oh, this is good too. I don't have to blast this super loud though. We were talking about this the other day. Oh, now I want to watch Space Jam though. But we were talking about Kiss from a Rose. We were like singing it for some reason. And then I was like, this is my second favorite Seal song. Maybe it came on the playlist. And I was like, this one's my favorite. But it's from Space Jam. It just brings me back. See, now I'm turning this one up too. Playlist is doing great right now. We're about to ready up too soon. What's up, Matt Bear King? Oh, let's go. Yeah, I'm working on Toba Landing. I have a video coming out this weekend that I recorded and I'm editing, like, not right now, but like today. I stopped editing to stream. And I'll probably have that done tonight, but I'm going to put it out. Maybe I can put it out like in the next 2 days, but I was going to put it out on like Friday, kind of like I did last week. And then I'm going to keep editing through Toba. I was hoping to get Toba done by this weekend, but if it's not done by this weekend, I'll put that one out next Friday. That one, editing, I think, is going to be easier. And the next one's going to be Nostromo. I think that's going to be a really easy one to edit, I'm not going to lie. And then I'm going to do Borgo after that. And then if I have time, try to make it to Temple of Purgation before Five Nights at Freddy's drops. But I don't think I'll be able to have time to make it to all of those. I have to get some serious editing. But when I start putting out one... Oh, I'm already P6. I don't even need to keep spending blood points. Yeah, here we go. Alright, does anybody want to play? Oh, shit. What are her perks, though? Because the first thing we gotta do is use her 3. And Kindred. Oh, I got no purple. Oh, because of the way it spends. See, that's why you have to not do auto spend. Because you see I have no purple med kits, but there was definitely purple med kits in there that you would have wanted, you know? That's why I'm not going to do the bulk spending. Okay, I see. Like an eagle. Fly like an eagle, we fly. Yeah, perfect time. Let's go. Also, Southerly Bike, thanks for following, mate. Sorry if I missed that. I don't know how I did. But I don't remember. I'm sorry, Palando. Wait, this was the whole outfit, right? Yes, okay. Too many charms. Is there a P100 charm? Hey, we still keep getting good songs. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Hide twitches. Yo. Wait, how do they have all these different outfits already? Oh, in the store maybe? He's like, are you the guy that does the actual no perks thing? I was like, yep, but I had perks this time. I was like, I always try the new ones in the PTB. Sometimes I don't, though. Sometimes I don't even play the Survivor because I'm like, eh. Falando. Yeah, the color change is strange. I don't know why they did it. Although apparently it lines up with Freddy now. Because he had like some yellow, something that said yellow in it that was a green add-on. And something that said green in it that was a yellow add-on. Or that was a blue or something. And outfits.
If you want to live, stick with me.
Until I try to help body block for you and end up sandbagging hard. Killers could play the P2B that have way faster queue times. There's some escalators. Damn, it's just lit almost all the way up. Lit all the way up. God, that hit is way too free. I do think this is the easiest killer to play in the game currently. But has a lot to do with that one. Scott Junn's video is hilarious. Scott Junn made one video that was like, this killer is pretty broken, and then made another video a few days later that was like, this killer's even more broken than I thought. It was really funny. Ooh, but I can just self-care. Because I brought this thick-ass medkit. Dova Lionheart, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Right, do they have another original Survivor that actually talks? Most of the survivors that talk are licensed. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that's two full heal. I might have to hit the skill checks on the next one too, right? To get full heals. That was funny. I think I was gonna run face first into her if I turned the corner there. Sable talks, but not in match. I was like, hey, I can try this perk out. Do I get blood points for succeeding one skill? I hadn't. You know what's funny is because of the great skill checks, it hadn't given me that. I had only done great. A regular was beneath me. And then I had to lower myself to the level of hitting regular skill checks just so I could pass that challenge. Yeah, I love Nick Cage too, Jack Holiday. I just saw that movie too. That's like all about Nick Cage. It made me have to go watch like 3 more Nick Cage movies before going and rewatching that movie. I thought that movie started off slow and stupid, but the longer it went on, the better it got. And by the time the movie finished, I was like, I have to go watch a few other movies and then come back and watch this again. I mean, I could watch it again without going and seeing those other movies, but just like some of the jokes were made so much better by me having seen that Nick Cage movie that's being referenced, like Con Air, or like Not the Bees, ah! Like these, I was like, okay, like I've seen these, so like the jokes that they're referencing were way funnier. But I had no idea anything about that movie. I just went into it. All I knew about it was the meme with Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal, with Nick Cage looking at him like, and then him the thing like. That's from that movie. I have done nothing. See, this is why that one perk is too strong. At least for how I play, it's too strong. Deja Vu. Whenever I got Deja Vu and Cash Shuffle, it would help me out specifically so much that the very next match I was like, oh, I don't have Deja Vu. But to me, that screams that it's overpowered. I already know how I'd rework it. Or it'd still be useful, but not like, dang, I don't have this one perk that I just had. One total match, and I'm already like, dang, I'm at a disadvantage for not having this one perk. Do they make it to that window? Maybe they do. But you know how Deja Vu would it shows you the 3 closest gens that are like closest together, and then when you're doing one of those generators, you get extra repair speed. I think that's overpowered. Come up here, come up here, come up here. There we go. I think that is the overpowered part. What I think it should be is either because when you finish the gens, one of those gens, you know how it moves to the next 3, and you could still do that. That's what I think. I wish it would always show you the auras and just the auras if they were going to move around when you finished it, or you should get the repair speed, but it's only the first 3 generators it's on. I think it's kind of OP that you just always get extra repair speed on the generators the killer is trying to guard the most, on top of the fact that it allows you to see which generators they are at all times. It's like, that's a bit much, but I waste so much time running around the map. So, I can actually do this one, because I even realized, I was like, oh, it's only 1 gen left anyway. I was like, if I get hit by this, I'm going to be whining. Huh. You gotta take a really strange way. I was gonna get hit anyway. I was like, might as well not be in the corner. I'm on the east side, right? I should go back up the stairs. Time to see if we can heal twice with this medkit, though. Oh my god. That was bad. I have bad luck whenever I try to hide in a corner of the map. I need to make a compilation of that, actually. And start recording clips. Compilation of me getting found or being in a bad spot when I was trying to hide in the corner of the map away from everything. I haven't even been hooked once, so it's not that bad. It's just funny. Well, give me another skill check. I think I needed to hit 2, right? No, I have enough. Even without hitting it, yeah. I wonder if I had to hit any skill checks or if it was exactly the amount. To heal yourself twice with the add-ons. The gel dressings and the, It puts it down when it's depleted. Interesting. Wonder why it does that. Fully depleted toolboxes. That was not a toolbox. It was a lunchbox. It's downstairs. You can hear Jen somewhere. And they're on death hook, so I should be able to heal them faster, right? That's how the perk works. Yeah, look at that heal speed. So this with Botany and We'll Make It and Desperate Measures is going to be hilarious. That's what I want to see. Give more progress. Do you even have time for a great skill check? Because that's what I remember something else doing. You did something so fast that you didn't ever... Oh, auto dick stacks. Because auto dick stacks sounds good, but you can't put it with other healing perks because you get the healing done too fast. And you can't get your stacks. You need those dick stacks. I remember trying to do a healing build years ago when I was using perks with We'll Make It. I was doing like We'll Make It, Botany, and auto dick stacks. It was too much. And I was like, dang it. I'm getting no dick stacks ever. Are they on the outside? Just in case this is better. Oh, this is just the new Survivor. Sentient fish. This is technically her, what do they call it? It used to be P3 bloody outfit. I'm still used to saying that. Because years ago it was P3 bloody outfit, now it's P6.
Let's get you healed and then get the fuck out of here.
That's great. And get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we were just talking about it. I was like, I wonder if this is the first original Survivor that actually talks in game. I forgot what the other two perks were. I had to take a protection hit, and I never did. And then I don't remember what the other... Oh, the other one I never, like, did anything that made me exhausted. Never jumped in and out of a locker. Never did. They actually played nice. As well. Yeah. I want to do the healing build thingy, though. Or watch me not have Desperate Measures or something. Which one is it? Alright, so this one... We'll make it, right? And this one... And then this one... Oh yeah, I do this in the P2B. But healing builds or healing perks are like the only perks I really like on Survivor, and like Miss anyway is healing perks. But more of that is because of the solo queue. Like it's like hard to find a teammate anyway because you can't hear him, and then you finally find one and you have a limited time to heal. There's, like I remember We'll Make It being like the only perk I missed really, and Kindred, like those two, on Survivor at least. On Killer there's just a bunch of funny stuff I want to try. Like, is there another perk where after you vault a window, you get haste? If you, like, vault a window and chase? I forgot about that. I want to do, like, vaulting builds and whatnot. That just sounds like so much fun. I don't really give a shit how fast the gens are flying. If you get one or two hilarious downs off a vaulting build, that's hilarious. No, on Killer, is there, like, where you vault the window and you get, like, 5% haste or something? Yeah, resilience, because it gets you all the wins when it's like a 50-50, whether you're gonna get hit or not, and it's like ping related. If you have resilience, nope, not ever getting hit there. Well, you obviously if you're injured. They used to do it with a faster vaulting build with resilience.
Let's hit those
Not
generators.
resilience, sorry. Spine chill. And it was like 15%, but now we got a finesse, which is what? 30% or is it 20% finesse? I think finesse should not work if you're exhausted though, I won't lie. I don't think it should work with dramaturgy. Because that shit is as annoying as Dead Hard is. It's like those two together and then is 20%, right? But those two together and Dead Hard, those are the only perks in the game that make me feel like I got cheated on Survivor or Killer. It's like, alright, I outplayed the Survivor, I'm gonna get a hit here. Just kidding. They pressed a button that undid their mistake, and it's so annoying. Immediately, I will always talk trash if I'm playing Killer. Someone still has their diaper on. Well, they came prepared to shit themselves, because they did. The yellow color anymore? Alright. Here I was missing my chance, pretty much. My chance to shine. We got 2 people injured. We get this fast unhook and see how fast let's heal. So it should be like 250 and something, right?
Stupid hook.
That is really fast. That's fucking hilarious. That was no med kit. I didn't even use the med kit. That was like 5.5 seconds or something. Oh shit. Is she enraged? Damn it. No God window. You never get the God window against killers you actually need the God window against. You always get it against like a ghost face or something like that. Oh damn. See, we could use it right here, but there's no God window. The joke about this one too is I have started highlighting that. I was like, this is the rule of Mother's Dwelling. If you get any type of S or A tier killer, you will not have a God window. But if you get a B tier killer or lower, you will have the God window. And you're like, I don't need it here against a pig or a ghost face or a Demogorgon. You're like, I need it against Chucky. Well, old Chucky. I used to say Chucky as an example, but Chucky's not that good anymore. I used to say Chucky or Blight. You know, like, that's what you need it against. But you don't really ever have it. The sad thing was, at the window, when I first vaulted it, because of the extra sound from their tentacle, I thought they were swung and missed, but they didn't. So I immediately started holding out. I wonder if I could have went and played on the pallet. If I had known they were just vaulting.
Stupid hook.
Ooh. This doesn't work on healing myself, though, the healing speed. And Botany takes down the efficiency, so I can't heal twice with this. That's still pretty fast, though. Oh, I should have hit a great skill check. Does that affect myself with great skill checks? This pallet's already gone. I should have checked that the first time. Just waiting to give away a free hit for existing. Dang. I was waiting for it. It never came. Yeah. Because I remember saying this to a Ghostface and a Demogorgon. That's why I specifically said those two, but Pig falls into that category as well. But I remember those two specifically, they were saying in chat, they were like, are those windows always there? Because you're just running like the figure 8, connecting each window back and forth. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, but they only seem to spawn like that when you're playing against like a non-A or S tier killer. And that's when we started really paying attention. I'm like, man, this always is true. There's been like, obviously exceptions here and there. You're playing against a Blight and there it is. You're like, oh, we have it. Oh my god, that heal speed is hilarious. Is that the fastest heal speed in the game? No, no, it can't be. Because everybody had to be injured. It'd be faster. I think they're underneath. Oh, let me get it. Yes. The heal speed is hilarious.
I hope that hook isn't rusted.
The heal speed is so funny. Oh my god. Alright, I need to try what Mr. Sadbun's saying next. So, empathetic connection, desperate measures, will make it, and new survivor healing perk. With Call of... Oh my god. Circle of Healing as well, yeah. That's hilarious. It's funny because I'm not used to hearing her sounds yet, like her in-game sounds. So I'm like, wait, where's another sound? I'm like, oh, I was like, nowhere. It's like I'm just hearing new survivor sounds that aren't familiar. I'm like, where is she? It's me. Whoops. That's what's up, Trevor. There is the bot. There is the bot. I need to remember this. What do they want me to try? Empathetic connection. What if I don't have empathetic connection? I have to spend blood points on a survivor. Another Giga Chad non-copy pasta ghoul though. They had like one perk there, but you're gonna be like, shame on this killer for using one of the perks that are great for this killer. That free hit is way too obnoxious, though. See, I don't have God windows. I couldn't cut towards them, and they're going to get their power back before I could make it literally anywhere. You see this? After a free hit from all the way across the map. That shit has to get changed. It's insane. I couldn't cut towards the only window we got because we didn't get a God window. If I cut towards the under window, I was zoned out and they were going to hit me anyway, so I ran the only direction I possibly could and there was nothing close enough. And that was even without them using their power. All they did was get the free hit. They didn't even use their power to catch up and there still wasn't anything close enough. Yeah, 6 months is my limit. If it hadn't gotten changed in 6 months, although I'd be playing more killer anyway, I'd be like, alright, I'm not even going to play Survivor anymore until they change his shit. Because 6 months was how long they let paid for the stay in. That was fucking dumb as fuck. That shouldn't even made it past the PTB. Like, I remember on the PTB, I was like, are they serious? That was absurd. So I don't know how those work. Wait, 1 second. Empathetic connection instead of which one? Instead of botany. You heal other survivors just in general, so it's You'll find the survivors more. It's not quite as good heal speed, but you'll find the survivors more. Oh, I don't have more gel dressings. Yeah, this killer's the easiest killer to play in the entire game. You get a guaranteed hit from across the map, a high mobility power to be able to cut them off, and an anti-loop that you can jump across both windows and pallets after hindering them, that you cannot even run a full circle back around and vault, even if you have made for this. That Scotchen video made that that vaulting power stronger than I even thought it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, maybe they can't do it and you'll have to get the 50-50. And he was like, nope, I won the 50-50 here. I also had made for this and I still couldn't make one circle possible. He was like, the alternatives here would have been to get the pallets done and try to leave the tile, but they could have gotten their power and caught up to me before I could make it anywhere else because of the high mobility. They're like, or I could have tried for a 50-50, but I would have lost the 50-50 because they swung it anyway. You know what I mean? He was like, so there was no possible play I could have made here at all. And that was the video he made, because he made one video that said this killer is really broken or something. And then he made another video 3 days later that was like, this killer is more broken than I thought. Fuck, I forgot to be looking for gel dressings. I didn't miss them, did I? Well, I guess I can just ready up anyway. Try to spend more to get more gel dressings. Oh, this is where it's beneficial to have a higher blood web, right? Because then you get more gel dressings and whatnot. Well, there's a cringe syringe. Come on, gel dressings. Oh, I didn't realize Lead Survivors find you for heals. Wait, no it doesn't. I can only see their aura. Or that's the point what you're saying, yeah. My bad. I'm a dumbass. So just another name. Pretty good. Got no complaints. Dang it. Give me gel dressings. Well, empathy, you can just see all injured survivors. This is like that plus a little bit less range plus more bonus, right? Because empathy doesn't have a healing bonus. It's like a mix of botany and empathy. Dang, I just can't get any gel dressings. Hey, there we go. I can play this song on Guitar Hero later today. Oh yeah, I know AZO. Because it says I have like 104 million, right? But you gotta have some clickbait, right? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. 104 million is not accurate. That's clickbait. Way more than that. That part's hard if you don't tap it. It's not hard, it's just tiring. What's up? Hey. Dang it, couldn't get gel dressings. Jesus B thanks for follow, mate. Wait. No, okay. I was like, wait, is it one of the names that is backwards? I was like, nope. What's the solid capital B? Yeah, Jesus maybe? Yeah, I need to play this song later. Boom, 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 da 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 boom, 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 da 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 boom, 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 boom. I feel good for this Legion. I'm not gonna lie. Because Legion, if they wanted to try the new Legion out, they just have super long queue times. But right now, the killer queue times are faster than Survivor on the P2B. Because there's no new killer and there wasn't like some huge updates for a killer. Because that's the thing, if there's like a killer that's been changed and a new Survivor, usually the people will try the new killers before Survivor as well. So like the killer queue times will be longer than a brand new Survivor just because they changed the killer a bit. But right now there's like not any massive changes, so I was like, hey, Legion actually gets a fast queue time and trying Legion. Over here then. So then I run face first into the Legon with all my courage and daring. It wasn't because I didn't know where they were. Because I was brave and wanted to take the aggro. Dang it. That'd have been sweet. Uh-oh. No, I don't have a med kit or anything. Or I do have a med kit. I don't have a flashlight. They got straight up tunneled though. I can't loop the main building here though. Gotta hold W. Make it as far as possible. Nice. Nope. With a double vault here. Dang it. The safe window gym. That window is so fucking safe, it's insane. Also, Arusis, or is sorry, Arasus maybe, I think it was. Same with TatorHead. We were like 13 or something, and my friend had a birthday party, but all we did at a birthday party is went to a hotel because they had a pool, all right, and then we had conjoined rooms. There was 8 of us in 2 rooms. But that was the first time we'd ever been playing against somebody in another room because I didn't have Xbox Live yet. I didn't even have an Xbox yet. We were playing against people like in the next room, and like I picked a random account on their thing because it was like a bunch of random names they had made that were just, they came up with goofy names, and one of them was TatorHead, so I picked TatorHead, and I wasn't even just because I liked it that much. I was just like, yeah, okay. And then like I remember playing and then killing my friend Melvin like 3 times in a row with sword on that one backwash. And I remember hearing him getting mad from the other room, being like, fuck TatorHead. He's like, who the fuck is TatorHead? Fuck that guy. Kill TatorHead. He's like, I could hear him yelling from the other room, and it was cracking me up. And I thought it was so funny that somebody was raging at somebody named TatorHead. Like, they were actually mad and yelling the name TatorHead. Like, that was so funny to me. And that's what, like, low-key made me interested in playing online games. And I started looking up videos of, like, Xbox Live and whatnot. And I'm like, yes, I need a big part of this. My very first time playing online, too, was in Halo 2, and I went to do some Rumble Pit. It's like the default playlist. If you don't change your playlist or anything, it's just unranked free-for-all. And I remember, if it was unranked, the second you actually had a lobby, damn it. Okay, nice. I was like, should I have traded there? I didn't think so, but... Uh-oh, but Mr. Headache's on deathhook, though. Hey, they got away. I don't know if I have enough juice in the medkit, though, because I didn't have the gel dressings. Oh god, 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 oh god. Oh, is they still in their 4? I do have enough. Let's go. They'll get all the way across the map for the 4 there. Is it DS? Flashlight save, I'm assuming. Go do the main gen, I suppose. Yeah, it's just like the same thing, only count. Like, when talking trash, like, I love talking trash because it doesn't matter. I never talk trash or anything past the video game, so I'm never worried about, like, saying something that would hurt their feelings. It's like, we got feelings servers and video game trash talk, like... I mean, that's why they have, like the mute stuff and everything like that, but at the same time, it's like... Okay, that was just... It's the same with sports, right? Like, that's what makes it awesome, is you can look at someone and truthfully say, be like, I fucking hate your team, and I want them to lose every game they play next year. You know, but same thing. People take sports too far, and they start wishing injuries on people. I hope they get hurt, and that's like, okay, bruh. Like, that's... that's way too far. Same with video games. People will say shit that's way over the line, but that's not really trash talk anymore. Dang it. That would have been sweet. He didn't kick this. Interesting. Damn. Oh my god. Hey, Linextic, what's going on, mate? Are you playing the PCB? Or are you playing DBD at all? Sorry, whenever I assume... I'm like, were you playing this portion of DBD? And it's like, we're playing Phasmo, actually. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Uh-oh, do they see me? Get back here. I think I can heal them faster than I can mend, right? Yeah, look at that heal speed. Nice. Yeah, we're spending some blood points in the P2B. So I get some perks and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. Profile comments. See, what's funny is Absolve Live was here earlier, actually, but someone left, like something you shouldn't say, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't trash talk, essentially. But he sent that to me, like a picture, he screenshotted it and sent it to me. It was on one of his YouTube videos. And he was like, this show just makes me crack up. But it's for the same reason. It's like, it's not, you're not cracking up, like, encouraging. Like, it's like, this is funny, you should, and it's like, no, you're just cracking up because you're like, damn, how did somebody get that mad over a video game? Yeah, like, that's the funny part. Can we get this vault? Damn it, they went that way. They never do. Damn it. I think I would have made this if he didn't use the power. I could have thrown that pallet on you. Yes! Alright, well now I have to risk this and try to get away because he's chasing somebody else, I think. I'm sorry, Ace. There's 2 people up there. So no...
Excuse me. Like, accidentally swallowed halfway through saying something. Right, Slady, like if someone, when I read comments like that on like my Steam and shit too, like I crack up really hard. Not because somebody should ever say that, it's just like, it's like all over a video game, man. Oh my god. I don't delete them either. The only ones I'll delete is if somebody's lying. Like if I'm playing killer, people are like, you tunneled me. If I didn't tunnel you, I'm deleting that. But if I did tunnel you, I'm leaving it there. Like, you ain't lying for nothing here. I have a few of those. Minus rep, tunneling, no skills killer. And I'm like, yeah, I remember tunneling them. You know? Did I make it again, or did you double back? You did not double back. Let's go. Yeah! It's blocked now, though. I don't think I'll make it anywhere because of Bloodlusty. Maybe. No, I shouldn't agree to that. Damn it! Do I have a mod here that could type exclamation pallet? I wanted to see if we could throw it. I usually try not to throw pallets, but I really wanted to see. I was like, this would be the most value possible. I mean, it still was kind of the most value possible, but we got... I mean, not... I got rid of the pallet and threw it, but... You know what I mean? If I threw that pallet before, I would have gotten away, so that technically would have been more value. It was so close! That was why I wanted to throw it, though. I was like, oh, if I could throw this, would be like the absolute most possible value. That was so close. God damn it. That was awesome, though. Dude, Polando, that's the most fun part about Survivor. Is greed and pallets. No, don't. They should be giving up. Oh my god. Well, I gotta hit these skill checks now. Which way do we go, though?
Guess I'm off the hook.
Damn it. Can we make this? I'm not sure. Yes, we can. No, the pallet's already down. I was counting on that. That sucks. No! Damn it. Good shit. They left to let me get hatched too, but we didn't get super lucky. Can't say you got unlucky until you get is searched over like 50% of the map. I feel like we only got about a third of it. Maybe not even that. Maybe it was a fourth. It's like, damn it. No perks, Legion. What a fucking G. Giga Chad Legion. On the PTB. That's hilarious. What Giga Chad? I wrote Giga Chad in this thingy. Oh yeah, I forgot we're listening to Metallica. Place has been all over the place. You too. That was good shit. Oh, Muddy, no, we're just playing a PTB, so I'm trying builds out with the new perks, trying to see how well they work. This shit's hilarious, this healing speed. What should we try next, though? Is there other body block? Because I know the one is for taking a hit from the killer. Oh, Metal of Man, maybe? So let's do... Kids in America. Was this in a Power Rangers movie? What movie was this in? I know this from a movie. I just don't remember which movie it was. So this one. So this one, Metal of Man. What else should I run with this? I'm like, what else should I run? Maybe I can. It doesn't count as protection hit if you take a hit when somebody's on their shoulder, do they? I was like, I could run a Sabo build with it and try to take a hit and then Sabo or something. That doesn't count as a protection hit, does it? It used to count. It does count? So should I run? Overcome would be nice. Yeah, to take the hit and get away. We're going to take protection hits. So should we run Breakout then? So let's do these two and then... So just to see if it counts as a protection hit. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Everybody go follow Kelly. Kelly was live earlier. Trying the PTB out. Yeah, just got a bunch of blood points. I mean, yes, I earned those. And thanks to follow Keith. Sorry, I think I was in chase when that was happening. So, what was it? Background player and breakout, right? With a Sabo build, maybe. Right? Does this make sense? Overcome and breakout. Why overcome? Oh yeah, because if I'm taking hits from the... I see. Alright, let's try it this way. Jimmy Neutron. Maybe that is it. Maybe it was from Jimmy Neutron where I heard. I always think Power Rangers, but then I was thinking, I'm like, I don't think it is in Power Rangers. The one with Ivan Ooze. We can try them both. We can try background player next game. I had to pee after this game, too. I forgot, actually, we could pee probably even right now because the queue times are a little bit long.
And we still in a game yet. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. That's my Zeke. Oh, let's go. Turn this up too. Although the same thing as Space Jam makes me want to watch Men in Black now. Hey, we got in Pixie's lobby. I almost typed raid, whoops. Dude, ZM Pixie is such a good knight that when I played against Pixie, I thought she was so good, I thought it was a glitch because I've never seen a knight that good with the timing. So I literally thought something glitched in how fast the two knights spawns. Then I just realized that I don't play against many knights. Because I remember the whole time I was like, there was a glitch there, right? And I'm looking back, I'm like, no, there wasn't. It's like, she's just really good. You really don't see many knights anymore. Which, especially like after Knight got changed, which is hilarious because Knight has like more skill expression now. You know? But she's incredible. Is at the end. Just want to keep going. Then it's gonna give you something sad, and you gotta skip it. This isn't sad, technically. I actually like this version more than the recorded version. There's a few songs like that where I'm like, I like the live one more. That Peter Frampton one we played the other day. Was that yesterday? That's like 14 minutes long. KSI.
Let's get this
I remember who
done.
KSI is. See, the thing is, I played too long ago, so KSI to me is Killing Spree Incorporated. You always see all these noobs putting KSI in their name. KSI, whatever. If they had KSI in the name, they were about to get stomped. It was really funny. It was like the biggest Halo clan. There's a streamer or something, right, named KSI? Or YouTuber, maybe? Did I break the one down there? Here come the men in black, men in black. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be taking protection hits. I forgot. Wait, I gotta take protection hits when they get downed, right? Gotta be somewhat close. That's why I think background player would be better for this. Maybe I can go take a protection hit right now. Dang it. Found the wrong one. Whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, so blue is now what green was, and green is now what yellow was. So there's no more yellow tier for like add-ons and offerings and stuff.
Hope that hook isn't rusted.
Oh yeah, good point. I forgot. 'Cause I just got asleep. Got asleep. Alright, I'm gonna try to take a hit maybe. Yeah, this won't work with overcome because if I take, oh, they get the speed, right? Aw, this is not gonna be a protection hit. Dang it. Oh my goodness, that overcome though. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Oh god, am I right? I am! That sucks. I was even thinking when I ran this way, when I was coming down the stairs, I saw her coming up the stairs. Like, am I running towards the killer? I was. That sucketh. Uh-oh, he can teleport, right? Yeah, see. I feel like this, well, yeah, it's just body blocking in general. I feel like I have to be on comms. I spent too much time running around, and when I finally found them, they had left chase, so it wasn't even a protection hit. I was just giving away a free hit for no reason. Lobbies are open, yeah, big bet. You just have to be on the P2B. Uh-oh. I didn't expect him to come out this way. And we're on that healing perk stuff again. I miss healing perks. We'll make it even better. It'll make it as like the perk I miss the most. Hey, that counted as protection. And overcome. Oh, this looks like it's gonna blow up. I see, and then try to heal. I heard somebody somewhat close by. P2B is the new survivor. They have a body blocking perk, a healing perk, and what was the other one? A aura reading perk. I don't have the aura reading one on. If you fast vault exit a locker, you see the killer's aura for like 2 seconds or something. And it also activates if you get exhausted, and it also exhausts you. So if you use like Lithe in chase, you can see the killer's aura for like 2 seconds after you use Lithe.
Thank you.
That's the one I the one with the healing is what I want. The healing one is what is it, 50%? If you're healing a survivor that's been hooked once, you get 50% healing speed on that survivor. If they've been hooked twice, it's 100% healing speed on that survivor. Which, if you do that with We'll Make It Right, you unhook somebody and they're on death hook, you can heal them at 300%. Essentially. Oh, she has the heal perk. Oh, I also had heal progress. I didn't even realize. No, there's not a 200% cap because the other, what was it, a few games ago? I could show you. Because the heal speed is what, 8 or 16 seconds, right? And we were healing in like 5 seconds and some change. If it was only at 200%, we'd have been healing at 8 seconds, I think. And then try to run. Damn it. I wasn't in time. I wouldn't make that even if I didn't heal. I feel like the body blocks is just too hard unless we're on communications, because I can't even find the killer. No, Survivor's original, not licensed. No, because the way percentages work, right? So if it's at 300% speed, that's 1/3 of 8 or 16, right? But yeah, that's 5.33. And if it was 400% speed, like it's like diminishing returns at that point, right? So if it was 400% speed, then it'd only be 4 seconds healing. Every time you cut something in half, you're getting less. You're getting a smaller half and a smaller half. You know, cut in half. Yeah, I got half a piece. You cut that in half, and it's like, okay, I got a fourth of a piece. Damn it. Chase me. This is the thing with Overcome, though, is I don't know if they ever chase. See, I don't know which generator he teleported to. I'm gonna run this way, and then drop down, and see if he's chasing my scratch marks. He is. Oh my god, that sucks. He was chasing my scratch marks. Dude, I need to listen to my actual instinct better. I had like the biggest head start possible. But then when I got to that point, I didn't see him. I was like, well, he could have double backed actually and like given up on the chase and tried to go somewhere else. That's why I went back the other direction. That fucking sucks, man. I had the huge head start. No! That was the exact head start I wanted. Yeah, I don't think body blocking really works unless we're on communications, though. I only got one protection hit the whole game. Had spawned right there. That sucks, man. I should have kept running. We would have had a long-ass chase. We had a huge head start, but I didn't know if he was still chasing me. Because he was way far behind. I was like, if he left chase and comes down these stairs, I'm running face first into him. That sucks, man.
Where are you?
Alright, so let's go back to that healing one. That shit is great. It's this one, right? No, it's this one. No, it is this one. Yep. Sucks, though. I wish we could use the body blocking thing. We have to be on communications. I can't even find the fucking teammates. Or where the killer is. See, I don't know if I got these blood points. I need to pay attention to this next time. Hey, what's up, MLT? Dude, that timing was so annoying. I hate when that happens. You're like in the perfect position, and you're like, all right, well, I haven't seen him drop down yet. It's been a long time. And the second you turn around and come around the corner, he drops down. And it's like, dude. Why didn't you drop down 5 seconds ago? Everybody go follow MLT as well. I wouldn't be able to make any of those looping guides if it wasn't for him. Ain't nothing else matters. James Hetfield. Although, to be fair, I heard this version of the song before I heard the recorded version.
Let's avoid the hooks.
But the live version just sounds so good. Oh, fuck. I forgot to change 2 of the perks. I have the 2 important ones, I suppose. We'll make it, but then I have Breakout and Overcome. For no reason at all. That was funny. Bond or empathy? Oh, with the body blocking one. So go try that one again, but with instead of the get rid of the Sabo stuff and use like empathy. Is this an I'm the Alive album? I don't know the albums as well. Those are my favorite bands too, but I never like sat down and memorized like which albums were which. Although I definitely haven't heard every song by Metallica either. I haven't even heard every song by Opeth, and that is my favorite band. Dang. At least we can get rid of the whatever build we were running. Aw. Sorry, mate. I said, yeah, you were at 300 ping. What's up, Dwayne? It said D Wade. It could be Dean Wade. Or is it Dean? Dang it. We'll get it next time. You too. That's funny. Hey, V Dr. Doom. What's going on? Oh, what build do you want me to run? I can do this now. This is what I want to do eventually when I spend the blood points. Thank you for the subscription, mate. What build do you want me to run? I am getting these blood points. I just got more blood points. So I'm going to have... Maybe I can even get up to like 150 blood points. When this update before FNAF, that'd be spectacular. But V or Dr. Doom, whichever build you want me to run. Or yeah, let's do this one. This one was great. What other map offerings? Oh yeah, I'm the same. Like, I'm not gonna have any idea with Survivor builds. I'm like, ooh, what do you want to have me do? Ooh, more healing. Oh, I got no more gel dressings. I forgot. Still no gel dressings. Here we go. Please words I don't just say, yeah. And I'll find in you more of something new. Kind of long queue times for Survivor. Love to see it, actually. I almost never get a new Survivor that people want to try out. But we're doing the healing build first just because to show somebody that you can heal over 200%. I was going to play Day That Never Comes, CJ, because we heard that earlier too. I don't think we have this live version here. The solo's a little better on the live too. Because it has these triplets here that are not in the original. That's like the only difference. Sounds so good. I love the live version more. Oh no, it's because they're both what's it called? I almost said unanimous. Anonymous. They're both anonymous, so they're numbered. I was like, do we got bots? No. Yeah, I have like 80,000 of these now. So it was a few weeks ago when it was a copy of the game. The song's called Nothing Else Matters. Good old Metallica. What's up, Zombie Killer? Hey, what's up?
If you want to live,
Yeah, my stream, I actually have a consistent stream schedule now, but a lot of people can't see because of work. But same with me, though. I have to stream now because of work. Oh my god, we got a big bad wolf. Well, I was lucky. Yeah, I'm a little more distance at the main. Do we get a Dos Equis? No, we got the Sawhorse. Big Sag. There's one tile we've been calling it the Dos Equis tile. Because it's the most interesting tile in DBD. It's the most interesting tile in the world. And so I have a little bit more heal speed from Desperate Measures and Empathetic Connection, right? Why couldn't I see their aura? Or could I? I could play Nothing Else Matters maybe first. That'd be a nice warm-up song. It depends on how much time we have, though. Because what time does the NBA game start? Oh, shit. This is such a cool killer. I think this is the most punishing killer to play as, though. If you miss one projectile, suddenly you're an M1 killer, and it sucks. I do want to play this killer with, like, ADHD style. Where if I miss a projectile, I either teleport away, just wherever, I'll go somewhere else.
I'm not gonna let nothing happen.
Or get them infected again, and then teleport somewhere else. It's like, dang it, I'm M1 killer again. Well, fuck it, I'll go teleport somewhere. It just sounds like a great killer for ADHD. Damn it. I should have went left. I tried to juke a little bit left and then go right, and I ended up just being right on top of it. You get hit by a fucking orbital. No, I'm not gonna be able to heal myself again with this. Need gel dressings. Oh, I got gel dressings. I forgot to put them on. Oh, there they are. I'm like, where are they? This is a really good unknown. I like how they're playing. That's scary.
It's just a scratch.
I should have used the medkit here. Damn it. Damn. Oh, they have the unknown perk. That's funny. I want to heal them just in case. Uh-oh. No, she's the one in Death Hook. Nice. No, she's chasing the other one. Alright, this heal speed is about to be effing insane, though. 1002, 1003. No, I could have healed you in time, I think. No! That was so close. Although I'm stuck here. Oh, fucking fucked up. Yes! That thing is so wonky, but that's why it's awesome. Can't teleport yet. Run up here. No, dude! No! Damn it. No! I was running
the funky tile. It is a really funky tile. If they don't know. Dang it. Like Coldplay. Let's go. Most of the Coldplay songs are slow, so I usually skip it. I was like, hey, an upbeat Coldplay song for once. I'm getting a lot of these blood points. That is giving me blood points, right? I think so. I've not been paying attention. I feel like this is one of Coldplay's most... Well, all their songs are simple, but this is like as simple as it gets. Coldplay is always my background music. I don't really ever think of them when I think of my favorite artists, but they're definitely one of my favorite artists. They have a ton of songs in this playlist. It's kind of like this. It's just good background music. Or if I'm like editing or if I was doing homework, like back when I was in high school, like you could put this on and it wouldn't be like, oh, turn this part up. I gotta, you know, they don't really have, it's not really Coldplay. I remember realizing that recently. I'm like, that's what I should try with Taylor Swift. Because I always like different types of music. Whenever there's type of music where I just can't get into, I'm like, I don't think Taylor Swift music is bad. It's just the same thing. Every time I've tried to listen to Taylor Swift, it's like, I'm going to sit here and listen to Taylor Swift. And it's like, if I did that with Coldplay, I wouldn't have liked Coldplay. I'd have been like, oh, this is kind of boring. You know? I was like, I should try that with Taylor Swift then. There's a few bands like that. What is it? Like, Sublime, I think. Is that their name? Where it's kind of like chill music. And I'm like, eh. I've been that way with Foo Fighters as well, not gonna lie. Because Foo Fighters, I always wanted to be like harder than they are. And I was like, I'd probably like them if I tried it as like background music, you know? Oh, build request, sure. What do you want me to do, Rayon? I owe one to Dr. Doom, so you can do one for Dr. Doom instead. So give me a build request, I'll do it. I might not have all the perks, but I have most of them. Thank you to the shrine. Go, go, TV Rangers. Yep. Ruthless Leaks, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. We got all TVs in this. Go, go, TV Rangers. Me, nee, 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 nee. Oh my god, this is great. Time to show Ivan who's bouse. I'm sure they couldn't read that in time, but because with latency, it showed up a little bit late as well on their thing. Oh, we got Saloon or RPD. Let's go. Those are my two favorite maps. I was using Saloon because I ran out of RPD offerings. Hey, the playlist just doing it right today. I haven't had to skip a single song.
I hadn't heard this song until I saw Joker. Isn't this the very end of the movie?
We have one shot here. Let's work together.
That's the best part of the movie. That was a good movie, but that long shot with him walking down with like the bloody, leaving the blood prints from his feet. That is a beautiful shot. Wiretap, dramaturgy, bond, and inner strength. Let's go. Yeah, bond would help a lot. What is inner strength? Oh, is inner strength inner healing? And they called it inner healing when it was gone because of the license. Why do I always have one of those? And here's the question, can I make this? Yay, see, trusted the inner, trusted the instinct, it worked there. I'll run around this way, and then run back to this one. Hopefully they don't see. Yeah, I don't think they've seen. The whole loop. Yay, I love this whole loop. This is the newest one I've been working on. Because the dream, it's funny. Because the dream with that, with the whole loop specifically, is I want to have a 5-gen chase on Scooby-Doo hallway alone. You won't have it on the hallway alone. Because when they get Bloodlust, like you're not, there's only 2 pallets there. And when they get Bloodlust 3, you can't even do like one full circle anyway. Even without throwing the pallet, you know? So if they mind game themselves, you jump down the hole and then get a big head start. If you have a big head start because they're mind gaming themselves on Scooby-Doo, then they jump down the hole, you can jump down the hole again. And then get back up there and Scooby-Doo again. If they mind game themselves, you jump down the hole again. And I'm like, one of these days, 5-gen chase on Scooby-Doo. And it's going to be the Scooby-Doo hole. That Scooby-Dooby-Doo hole. I got healing perks, might as well. Oh god. The second I jump down, that is the worst. How could this happen to me? Dang, it didn't happen to me. Might be able to heal by the time they even get over here. That was 1, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1000. See, I think he even has Sloppy Butcher. Because we haven't gotten hit by an M1 yet. No, I don't think he has Sloppy Butcher, because that sounds about right. Because there's only 2 people injured from Desperate Measures, which means that was, what, like 30% plus an extra 30% from the other thing. That's 60%. Plus the 2, so 260. So yeah, that was 260% healing. Not quite 300. 300 would have been 5.3. 5.33, technically. Repeating, of course. Now I'm thinking about that Leroy Jenkins video. Repeating, of course. Percentage of survival. That's a lot better than we usually do. And Leroy Jenkins comes back. All right, comes up. All right, let's do this. Leroy! You know other video I was watching recently that is not anywhere near as old as I remembered it being? That that one from Womble from Rust, because I didn't play Rust, but I saw that video. It was the most heartbreaking betrayal in gaming. I totally forgot about that song too. I put this song in the playlist. That's one of those YouTube videos I go back to every now and then. Just because that shit is too good. That's great that they embraced it. At least I have chicken. Doesn't he say that at the very end? They're all like, "You, god damn it, Leroy." He's like, "It's not my fault." And everybody's dead. And that's like the last thing you hear in that video. At least I have chicken. And it's like, what? Oh my god. Run, what are you doing? What are you doing? Or do that. You can do that too. Stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Oh my god, that's OG YouTube. I gotta, what do you think is like a day, like what year do you think counts as OG YouTube? Anything before 2008? Because that's what I was surprised about the Womble one. That was only like 9 years ago. I thought that was like 14 years ago. But I have no idea when Rust came out. That shit is so funny. One, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. So that was like not even 5 seconds, basically. Maybe it was counting slow. No, because they didn't have Sloppy Butcher. The heal speed is insanely hilarious. Ready for you two? Stop moving. We could have already healed you. Run. Because I want to take a head start, but it's got to be me that get chased. Oh. Well, maybe it will be me. God, well, make it is so good. That should just last forever. No. That's what I was thinking. 2008 and before. Oh my god, does that mean I have an OG YouTube video? Or was it in 2009? No, I think it was I think my video was posted in like January 2009, I think. Just barely missed OG. Because I have a video posted on an account that if anybody wants to see it, it's a Guitar Hero video. Because just like always, I always like talking trash. And some guy was talking trash to me online because I whooped his ass on Guitar Hero. I think it's the only time I remember getting salt on Guitar Hero. That's why I wanted to do something about it. I'm like, this shit is too funny. Somebody getting salty over Guitar Hero. He was calling me a hacker. And because I 100%ed the song that I had played a bunch of times. It's one of the hardest songs in the game. But I had played it so many times I could do it blindfolded. Not 100% it, but I got like 94% notes it blindfolded. And send it to him. I was like, Katie, can I borrow your flip camera? Damn it. I should have ran full speed. I don't know if I make it up this. I do. Nice. I was going to come this way. That's what I was going to say when I first said 2008. I was like, or 2010 maybe. This heal speed is so funny. What's a Roxy? This is why healing is so good in solo queue. Yeah, I beat that song 5-star. If you type in TatorHead, or Crazy TatorHead technically is the name of the account. Because that was back in the YouTube days when you couldn't have the same tag as somebody else. So I couldn't just be TatorHead. It was already taken. I had to be crazy TatorHead. He has to know which way I'm going. I'm gonna run this way and then Scooby-Doo it. Or did I already throw the pallet up here? That would suck. Oh, here we go. I think we can make it across. Oh, they got that lusty blood. Oh my god, it didn't matter. Yes! This is what I mean, he's too fast though. We're not gonna make it again. We can jump down this, maybe we'll make it. It's close, because he could swing down here. Aw. Dude, this loop is so funny. Oh my god, I fucking love this loop. This map is hilarious. This Scooby-Doo loop. Oh my god. So, hey Kim, I go back and forth on which one's funnier, this loop or that one on Midwich with the clock tower. That one's hilarious too. And they're both the exact same scenario of like, I have no plans on throwing it at all. You're just gonna see how long it works. That's why they're so fun. You don't even have to worry about like winning or losing the mind game. You're like, I'm calling heads every time, and for however long I get away with it, that's how long it goes. That's why they're so much fun. You don't even give a shit when you go down and you're like, okay, damn. Yeah, I love that shit. Scooby-Doo. The hole is the secret. The hole's the only way we'll be able to get a 5-din chase on it eventually. Oh, I should have been touching this. Nope. If I stayed there, I would have gotten hit. Damn it. Oh my god. Well, that was lucky. What if I turn and go back this way? Does he expect it? What if I go down? I go this way, actually. This Scooby-Doo. That's what cries. Yeah, I tried the new perks in the P2B. Sometimes I don't play the P2B, but usually if I play a P2B, I want to try the new perks out. Although sometimes it's pointless. Sometimes the perk is so much different upon release than it was in the P2B that it was like pointless to even try. I'm gonna go this way this time. Because this right here... Dang, I'll just take it. If he was right behind, I would have let him decide. Yeah! She is. Yep, sorry. Always like to try the new ones. To use the body blocking one, but with no... Oh my god, they all use no perks. No perks in the... I am ashamed. I think they're all gone, but... They're like, I see 4 perks, Mr. Liar, or something like that. Mr. No Perks, that's funny. I was like, yeah, do you like trying them in the P2B? Oh, I'm gonna spend the blood points on this summer on Five Nights at Freddy's, because a lot of people don't know this. Well, I'll show you really quick, actually. Oops. A A lot of people don't know this, but I do no perks, no add-ons on Killer as well. I'm a Killer main. Hey, they were in our game last game. I want to follow them too. But on no perks on Survivor, I never feel like disadvantaged or I'm not bored or this or that. But Killer, no perks for like 4 years. I started getting bored. Oh shit, you guys can see. My bad. So this website here is like the... Oh my god. What is going on, One Pump? I'm using perks. I'm sorry. We were talking about Willie yesterday, and we were talking about win streaks. And I was like, I love watching Willie do win streaks on new killers because you can actually find out how strong they are. And I think Willie's literally the best killer in the world. Because he'll put so much, like, research into stuff. And really... Oh, I was trying to show this thing. The leaderboards, actually. Because I'm using perks today. I spent some blood points on the new Survivor, but I was trying to show... Because a lot of people don't realize I do no perks on Killer 2, because I'm going to spend the blood points this summer. I had like 140, and I got the new Survivor to like P6 or something, but I'm a Nemesis main. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. But no perks on it, right? Same thing. So I have this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we're missing some of the stats. It's like I'm like world number 6, but I got 15,000 whip downs on Nemesis, but same thing. P0 level 1. And like... That got miserable. There's a lot of killers that are just like so miserable with no perks, no add-ons. Like Ghostface already kind of sucks, but like with no add-ons on Ghostface, I mean Trapper obviously no perks, no add-ons sucks, but you know, so like this summer, like because we've been not spending blood points since 2020 and using no perks since 2020 on Killer and Survivor, but since Killer got miserable after about 4 years of no perks, Survivor I'm still having a lot of fun. No perks, I don't give a shit. I'm using perks today because it's the PTB, so we're trying out the new healing speeds with that new hook related ones, so it goes with Will Make It and stuff.
This can possibly be real.
But that's the thing is we spent some of these, so I'm like P6 now or P7 now, I suppose, because I have like 140 million or something in the main game, but you can spend them in the PTB and it doesn't actually spend them in the main game, so we dumped a bunch in this Survivor. We're in like the bloody outfit and everything already. Wait, I actually have to do a build request. 1 second. I can close that though. Oh wait, and this is that website too if anybody wants to see. Everybody come in, what's going on? I am using perks today, but usually I do no perks on Killer and Survivor. But I haven't even really been playing Killer since the very first 2v8 came out, because we were just talking about how like 4 years of no perks on Killer and no add-ons. Most Killers, it's the add-ons I feel like I'm missing out on. It's not even the perks. But it got old after a long time. But Survivor, there's always like a new loop you can try against a new killer and stuff like that, you know? So I don't really feel like, or disadvantage. The only disadvantage I ever feel on Survivor is like not being on communications. Killer feels disadvantaged, like, you have no perks and no add-ons and the Survivors came prepared, like you don't stand a chance, it feels like. Although I didn't play enough Nurser Blight to know if you stand a chance with base kit Nurser Blight. I'm spending almost, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get P100 on day 1, and then if there's a new Survivor, I might dump the rest on the Survivor if there's cakes. If it's out when there's cakes out, definitely dumping on the Survivor as well, because then I can have cakes on Killer and Survivor. But if there's no cakes, then I'm going to dump it in P100 Five Nights at Freddy's, and then dump the rest into Nemesis. Because Nemi's going to be the warm-up killer. Because usually for Survivor as well, when I first start, I always start at stream Monday through Friday at 4:20 p.m. I always smoke weed right before I go live. That's why I start at 4:20, because the reason for no perks is no Percocets. I had a problem with Oxycontin. I have a video actually on YouTube that it's better to watch the video because you can see me start to nod out like on camera. It's much easier to point out like, look at the fucking difference here. That's why I was like, that video is a better reference to actually explain it. But I don't want people being like, you said you were sober, because in that video as well, I was like, I smoke weed every day. I was 14 months completely sober, but I smoke weed every day. So I try to make it as obvious as possible. So I start my stream at 4:20. My stream goes for 4 hours and 20 minutes usually. Unless there's a Pistons game or NBA playoffs, which there is tonight. So I'm going to end my stream in like 40 minutes-ish, I want to say. No, I'd end it in about 45 minutes. But yeah. I just want to spend the blood points on Killer. There's a lot of stuff I want to try out in Killer. And then Nemesis is going to be the new jumpsuit Jake. That's why I was talking about that. Because when I first start streaming, I'm both warming up and stoned because I just smoked. So Nemesis is going to be the new jumpsuit Jake, where like when I'm warming up as Killer playing Nemesis, you're just going to be like warming up and stoned. Agma thanks to follow, mate, and loves your F bunny. Loves your F bunny. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, let's go, Occult. Glad you kept on the track too, because a lot of times one slip up for anybody. That's one of the reasons why I don't really consider using perks on Survivor. As any, like, eventually I want to do it for, like, if somebody gifts subscriptions or something, it's like, hey, I can run a build for you, but I still want to do no perks because since they're tied together, because I was doing no perks in the game for like 9 days, and then I visited my parents because my bar still wasn't open yet. So I visited my parents. I didn't have a hookup. It wasn't, because I always think it's funny when people are like, you were brave and this and that. It was like, I visited my parents and who lived in Michigan, and I was in New York City, so I had no plug. I couldn't get anything if I wanted to. But the thing was, once I got through like the initial week, because the first 3 days are the worst, and the first week is the worst. After that, it gets easier and easier. First month, you know, the first month is the worst, but really it's the first week. It's like after the first week, you kind of get used to stuff. But the first 3 days was the absolute fucking worst. And you got like you can't sleep. When you can sleep, you have the fucking cold sweats, and you're like freezing to death, but you're sweating, so it's making your bed even more wet, which is making you more cold, you know? And then you're like getting these crazy night terrors, so you can't even tell if you're awake or asleep, and that gives like, every now and then I still kind of experience that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what do I know this from? This sounds good. Turn this shit up too. Playlist has been hitting right all day today. But yeah, definitely. I smoked these two before I go live. Woo! This is my sativa, and this is my hybrid. And then this is my indica for after stream, or like late at night. I have tons of weed, but I don't smoke that much. I smoke every day, but I smoke 0.75 of a gram every day, which really isn't much. And I split it across 5 smokes. The first smoke is kind of like a one-hitter. And then the next 4 are like the same size bowls, I'd say. I'm trying to remember where I heard this. This just sounds good. I feel like I heard this on a YouTube video. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like people think I like smoke a ton, and I'm like, not really. I don't even smoke a gram a day. And you could throw a gram in a joint. You can't even roll a blunt with really less than a gram. You can, but well, I guess you can easier if it's like a Swisher Sweet. But same thing. It's like so small. It's like might as well roll a joint.
Stay alive.
But I used to smoke out of a bong anyway. I haven't smoked a joint or a blunt in forever. Even though blunt technically is my favorite way to smoke, because you can do smoke tricks best with the blunt. But I don't need to ever smoke that much, so I have no reason to ever smoke a blunt. Yeah, sorry, Sephiroth. That's my medication. It's the cheapest drug there is. I always like to keep it real, though. Hey, we got this one again. We got the wrong one. This was the tile that made that killer DC the other game. I wasn't even running it as efficient as I could have, because I ran it too tight here. You see how it pushes you back a little bit? You have to run across this and straight across and then up instead. But the killer stubbed their toe going the other way, so and then they DC'd. Trying to find the right gen to do, and I end up running around too much, doing nothing. Yeah, I work at a dispensary too. I used to bartend. I bartended for years in New York City. I bartended in Times Square for years, specifically. I bartended a little bit in Chelsea as well, but I liked working in Times Square. A lot of people hate it. But the thing is, like, there's no reason to go to Times Square if you don't work in Times Square. Everything's way too expensive, and there's too many tourists everywhere getting in the way. But if you work there, it's, like, fun to hang out and get stuff for free. You go to the bar next door and get free drinks, like the Rum House. So when I worked on 47th Street, that's in Hotel Edison. That's actually a gluten-free place. It's called Friedman's. They can do stuff with gluten. So, like, if you get a burger, they can do completely gluten-free bun and everything like that with no cross-contamination. But if you want a regular brioche bun, they can do that too. But, like, fried chicken and waffles, right, that comes gluten-free. I saw people cry over that because they had celiac and they couldn't eat anything with gluten. And now they can have fried chicken and waffles, and it was like a cheddar jalapeno waffle. You couldn't even get that, actually, with gluten. You could only get that one gluten-free. But if you ever seen the movie Birdman, that one scene with him and the movie critic, where he's like, what happens to happen to someone's life before they become a fucking critic anyway? You know, and he goes on that rant after he tried to be nice, and then she was really mean to him, and then he goes on his anti-critic rant. He's like, you risk nothing. Well, I'm a fucking actor. This play costs me everything. And he, like, takes the thing she's writing, you take this fucking filthy, malicious. He, like, goes on that rant. I love that rant. That rant's awesome. Read it. Read it again. Yay.
Well, he kind of respected it the good way. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hit here. Can I get around and up the middle? I think we can. Oh, he went the other way though. I'm gonna jump down just in case because I can't see shit. Drop should be going on now, yep. Oh yeah, but like when I'd go next door, that's called the Rum House, that scene with that bar with the critic, and that was in the same hotel. So if you're actually watching that scene, there's a bar, or sorry, there's a, like what looks like a doorway in the wall, and that's because it's not really a secret if you're in the hotel, like it's not like, you only can use this if you're in the hotel, but they like make it look like it's not a door, and that's actually the entrance to that hotel. That's Hotel Edison. It's funny, I worked there for over a year before somebody told me that it was called Hotel Edison because Thomas Edison himself turned on the lights to that hotel. And it's like a historic landmark, and I'm like, what? I had no idea. And Friedman's was like where the old Edison ballroom used to be, and I'm like, like I had no idea. But that's what I mean by working in Times Square. Like I would have no reason to go to the Rum House and get like a extremely overpriced rum fashion, you know what I mean? Which is an old fashioned with rum, but at the same time, if I work next door and I can go into the Rum House and get a rum fashion for free, on Mondays when there was live music with Troy. Troy doesn't work there anymore, obviously, but I don't even live there, even if he did. But like, I loved that movie. So when I worked at Friedman's, I was like, oh my god, this is that bar. So then I go there like every Monday, at least. I was cool with the other bartenders too, but Monday they had live music, so I wanted to go on Monday. There was the way of trying to get people in the doors on a slow night like a Monday on a bar. And I was sitting at that spot, actually, if anybody hears me tell the story, around Christmas time. But I was sitting at the actual seat that critic is sitting in that scene, on Christmas Eve, when Troy convinced me that Die Hard was a Christmas movie. And there's a few other people sitting at the bar. I was like, no, it's not. It's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, that's just like a thing that happens to take place on Christmas. And I was sitting at the bar, and he was like, well, if that's not a Christmas movie, then neither is Home Alone. And I was like, what? I was like, everything in Home Alone screams Christmas from start to finish. And he was like, no, Home Alone is a family travel disaster that happens to take place on Christmas. And I was sitting there like, fine. I always remember that too. Everybody at the bar was sitting there because it was Monday night, so I wasn't exactly busy. Everybody's sitting at the bar, having a good laugh. Also, I missed a few of these. Evil Dead and Melly 1400 and Turd Cooney Jones. Thanks for following me. I appreciate it. Family travel disaster, yeah, that happens to take place on Christmas. But I was more thinking like throughout the entire movie, like every scene, everything you're looking at's like green and red, you know? Like Die Hard does not have any of that. But if we're talking about the plot, they are kind of comparable. Because the movie isn't really actually about Christmas. Neither of them are. I still think Home Alone's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard is, though, but I couldn't argue with them there. You got me. Once again, like, if I didn't work in Times Square, I wouldn't have been sitting in the Rum House, like, because it's too expensive. I have to pay full price, and I'd have to go out of my way to get to Times Square, which is a pain in the ass, because there's a bunch of tourists everywhere that stand in the middle of the scaffolding trying to take pictures of Times Square. But that's why you just walk in the gutter. If you walk in the gutter, you can make it around everybody. I don't know why people don't like walking the gutter. It's like, they call it gutter like the where the road meets the curb. But tourists don't really walk in there. So you can have a huge fucking cloud of tourists on the street. Or on the sidewalk, I mean, and you're just like walking on the street. Well, that was unintended. Can they make it down here and I could take a hit? Or run around the rock and come back this way. I think he knows what's going on. Should we try to get her the other way? I did it, actually. That wasn't like a super hard body block or anything, but I usually fuck that up. My heart rate is through the roof right now. It's like the only thing that makes me nervous in this game is like trying to body block, because I'm like, somebody else's game is on the line and I want to get in their fucking way and ruin this entire thing and get them killed. Oh my god. And literally my heart rate went up. Don't fuck this up. Didn't fuck it up. Let's go. Yeah, I work at a dispensary, and I work on the weekends, guaranteed. I pick up shifts during the week. I try to work doubles on the weekends, but I usually stream on 420, and I smoke every hour. 420 and my birthday are the only 2 days of the entire year where I smoke more than normal. Every other day of the year, because I don't ever want to smoke more because I want my tolerance to go up, you know? But those 2 days, I'll smoke once an hour. Not throughout the entire day, but just while I'm playing games. It's really funny, because I'm sitting here like this. Hey, my friend started growing weed as well, actually. Oh, wait, what was that build they wanted me to... Who wanted me to use that build a long time ago? Somebody requested a build, but I don't remember what it was. Is Lord Rayon still here? What build did Lord Rayon want me to? Yeah, where we go. What did you want me to use? Yeah, no, that's why I weigh it out. And then I always try to have a little bit left over. Not always. Last night I didn't. I just dumped it all in. I said, ah, fuck it. But I also wasn't that tired, and I wanted to go to sleep. It was like 1. Drama, turkey, inner strength. I'll do another build. Wiretap and bond. I will forget I have dramaturgy and not use it. No, I have dramaturgy. I can just use dramaturgy, right? Yeah, I'll forget I have dramaturgy. I won't ever end up using it in Chase. Let's go. Hi. I appreciate it, mate. What's up, Jack? Sorry if I missed it. Miss Jack saying what's up. Sorry if I missed hi as well. Oh yeah, dramaturgy. I think I know them, right? Hex Azrael. Pretty sure. If I do this, right? Yeah. I was like, it doesn't have like any closed caption, or not closed captions. Underscores or anything. That's a funny thing about the PTB. You see a lot of streamers because it's PC only. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Ellie used to stream as well. I haven't seen Ellie stream in a minute. I've known Ellie for years. What's going on? I used to start every stream with this song before I got sober. Yeah, I'm gonna try the new perks out. Although I'm not even using the new perks right now. I had a build request from somebody. Although I'm gonna forget that I have dramaturgy. I'll be at the party, smoking marijuana, sipping on Bacardi. Drunk driver. Cold 45. Anybody know the party don't stop? Drink every last drop. Be nice to the cop now. Drunk driver. Cold 45. Drop my turkey because I want my item. Yeah, he gave me an item. Let's go. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I was wanting to see what the new perks are like, but sometimes they're so much different from the P2B to live that you didn't even really get a real feel for it. And most of the time that's not the case though. Most of the time it's like, oh, okay, I can see how that perk works. So I just keep using the one though, because I already like healing builds. And that one perk goes great in a healing build. That was the first one found for the free hit. Forgot to check which double rooms we got. Yeah, let's go to this one. I don't know if I have enough distance. Greet it. Yeah, we do have enough distance. I love this tile. This is why this tile is hilarious. Fuck it up. Extra distance each time. Look at how much distance you get on this shit. It's hilarious. Yes, dude. Look at this shit. It's so funny. Damn. And I messed up right at the end there too. Good thing time to mess up because I would have got hit anyway. But this, I'm gonna make a short on this video like 2 weeks from now actually. This is also, when we're talking about favorite loops in the game, that's one of my favorite. It's one of the only tiles in the entire game I think is actually genuinely hard to loop. But did you see how at the very end I stubbed my toe? There's these teeny little parts on the handlebars up top, right? On the top of it. And if you touch either side of that, it stops all your momentum. But it also does that to the killer. And the thing is... Oh, shit. The other thing is, that pathing that I was doing, the killer kept losing distance because they were going the wide way and not jumping down on that barrel. If you miss the barrel as survivor, you stagger. If you miss the barrel as killer, your momentum takes you off too wide. No, I have not covered that loop in a video yet. It's going to be like 2 or 3 weeks from now, or whenever I get around to it, because I already know my next video. Well, maybe I can do that one next, because this week is going to be the biggest mistake survivors make, and it's going to be unhooking people too fast. Then I was hoping to have Toba landing guide out by then. Oh god, well this is unfortunate. Back to it again. Ooh, do we have the distance to not mess it up? Hopefully the killer messes it up. They did, we just gained all that distance. Do you see this? I just messed it up that time though. I think they make it though. No, they didn't respect. Damn. Do you see how we literally gained a distance? Going down this. Hey, we got knotters. I couldn't see. They know now though. Now we can't run it again. No, the funny thing is, actually, the reason I had somebody telling me that nobody uses that, even in comp, like, they don't loop it like that. A lot of people run up the stairs, or they avoid the stairs. They just use the 2 pallets and they let the killer go up and down the stairs, which you can do that too. Or you can run up and jump down the stairs and just loop the one side by itself. But that is the best way to loop it. It's the most efficient way. Because like you said, if the killer doesn't path it the exact same... Oh my god, this heal speed is insane. If the killer doesn't path it the exact same way you do, they lose distance every single time you go around. Now I gotta play scared. But what I love about this tile when I'm thinking about favorite, because I like Scooby-Doo, I like the clock tower, but I think about this one. But this one's RNG. You might not get this one. This one I'm like, eh. But that one is so cool because all the other like actually hard to path ones in the entire game are all just it's just like a hard running vault. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, now I have to hit this really hard running vault. Like the small boat on Pale Rose, that's what makes that one really hard. Is the running vault's really fucking hard. Whereas this one doesn't even have a vault on it, so it's not even a hard running vault. It's literally just you have to path it right. Like, that is the poster child of loops that is a lot easier on controller. Because, you know, when you're looking to the side, you can only do, like, A and W, right? Oops. If I click here, right? If I can only do W, or I go at this angle, right? Because I'm on mouse and keyboard now, right? So I either go straight to the side, or I go at a specific angle. So I have to use my mouse, right, to actually get the correct angle to hit the barrel at the right place. Because if you hit the barrel a little bit too far away, you stagger. You know what I mean? But if you have a controller instead, you can just actually do the teeniest little movement around to actually get it in the right place. On mouse and keyboard, that's 10 times as hard. And you have to be looking back at the killer like I was doing. Because he could double back like he started doing. But this one's going to go up in like 3-ish weeks. I already have enough clips. I have like 30 clips of running that thing. Because every time we load in on this map and it spawns, I go hump it over and over. Because I'm still getting better. Like, I only stubbed my toe once that whole time, and I would have gotten hit anyway. But I think that is, I'm gonna call that the most intricate loop in DBD. And then the next looping video I'm gonna put out after that, if I don't have a long guide to come out, is going to be the hardest loop in DBD, and that's gonna be the small boat on Pale Rose. That shit is ridiculous, but it's boring kind of hard. It's just really hard because of the running vault. It's really hard to get. Battle Spectre thinks so. Follow, mate. That running vault is really hard to get. Now the thing is, you can play it in a way where you don't even have to do that running vault, but it's a straight up 50-50 every 2 seconds if you play it that way, and it's like, if you can hit the running vault every time, then it is super strong. But this right here, right, since we're here, you see these 2 little things on the right and left. If I touch it, you see how I stopped? If you run straight up the middle, you don't stop, right? But if I'm touching either side, watch, I stop. Or if I touch the right side, I stop, right? And same with this thing here. So I was saying, if all I do is hold A instead, look what happens. Oh, well, I actually worked that time, but watch, if you go a little bit too wide, you see that? How you stagger and go really wide because I didn't go over the top of the barrel. I forgot I have the drama turkey. Use it, and then run away. Exposed. I screamed. That's funny. Yeah, Scooby-Doo and the Clock Tower, those are my 2 other favorites because they're super easy and you don't even have to like use your brain at all. It's one of the most... And no problem. They said that was a very interesting loop. They were like, thank you, no perk guy. Like, no problem. I love that loop. The loop is a lot of fun. Now, the only downside is I played a bunch of games on Hawkins, and every time I play in Hawkins, I just end up doing that. Either loop that, or if it's not there, I run to the upstairs and do that one double window room. Because that shit's a lot of fun, too. I'll be at the party, smoking marijuana, sipping on Bacardi. Drunk driver, cold 45. And yeah, the Scooby-Doo loop and the clock tower, those are my two other favorites. If I was going to come up with like 5 favorite loops in the game, that'd be a funny video. But I feel like I wish I had a guide out for all the loops. I don't want to be like getting into explaining the loop like in a video like that. I'd rather be like, number 5, and here's like 2 or 3 hilarious chases, you know? The number 4. But those are definitely my top 3. Although I like the one up top. That's the problem. The one up top on Hawkins is so much fun too, but it doesn't work against projectile killers, and that's what sucks about it. These are the Hi-Fi Man HE1000 SE. Thank you, Audio 46. I would not be able to afford this pair of headphones. But speaking of which, at the same place we were talking about before when I worked on 47th Street, Audio 46 sells all types of headphones, but they sell the top of the line like audiophile headphones. And when I worked on 47th Street, Morgan Stanley's base is across the street because there was a hurricane in the 80s and most of the financial institutions stayed downtown, but Morgan Stanley moved up to 47th Street. So we would have a lot of people that we would call suit wankers coming in. And like, if I had headphones that I could actually describe to these people, they would get into Audio 46 and go spend a bunch of money. Now this, I got to keep pairs I didn't sell, like, at all. This pair is like less than half the price that it came out. And headphones don't go down in price if they're selling well. Like the Sennheiser HD 800S, I think is the best gaming pair of headphones in the world. That pair was like $1,400 when it came out, and now it's like $1,800. They made like a few minor adjustments, but still, like, it really went up in price because it sells well. But the problem with this pair was when this pair, the original flagship from Hi-Fi Man was the HE1000, and then they made the V2s, but then when they made these ones, these were sort of a bleed-down technology from their new flagship, which was the Hi-Fi Man Susvara, which is still their flagship in terms of plane hours. They have a bigger flagship for electrostatics, but that's just like $50,000. Not joking, $50,000. Sennheiser has a pair that much as well. Same thing, it's an electrostatic pair. The HE1. But, gin and juice, let's go. But the thing was, when the Susvara came out, that was a $6,000 pair, and this was supposed to be a $3,500 pair. But once again, if you have that much money where you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a pair of headphones, they don't care that this one is only $3,500. They're like, no, give me the pair that's better, right? So this pair didn't sell because, like, it didn't have a target customer, if that makes sense. Because, like, nobody's going to spend $3,500 on, like, the cheaper version of a pair of headphones, you know, like, no one's going to do that. If you have that much money, well, you're going to blow it on the $6,000 pair. That's why I got to keep this pair, actually. This pair, when it came out, was like $3,500. Now it goes for like $1,200 or something like that, which is still too much. I don't think you should spend more than like $500. There's a pair from Sennheiser I actually think is great. It's like the 650, I think. The 550 is spectacular as well. Because it's like, remember we were talking about earlier with like the healing speed, about how like, if you do one with 100%, you cut it down from 16 to 8, and then the next 100% is from 8 to 5.3, and it's like, yeah, these are diminishing returns. That's what headphones is. Like, once you start spending a lot of money, it's really diminishing returns. But the mind-blowing thing is when anybody improves on anything like that, it's like, damn, you made that even better than it was? Holy fuck. You know? Yeah, they sent me or didn't send me. I'm trying to get them to send me a pair right now because I lived in New York City, but they gave me a few pairs to review. I had to give a lot back. Like the Sennheiser HD100S I brought up, I had to give that back. The Meze Empyreans I had to give back. I mean, they gave me like 75 pairs. Not like I got to keep, but like they loaned to me. I had to buy an amplifier though because they weren't comfortable giving me an amplifier to take up in downtown, which is understandable. And most headphones come with like a carrying case anyway, so like that was easy. And they were just giving me like open box pairs because then. But that's why when somebody was interested in buying it, I had to give it back. But like the Meze Empyrean, there's a Meze Empyrean 2 now, and I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, so I've been trying to get them. I've been messaging them, trying to get them to mail me that pair of Meze Empyrean 2s, but I've been like joking about it because it's like a $3,000 pair of headphones. But I'm being serious. Like I really want to see if I can convince them to. You know? Yeah, open back is 100% better for audio quality. The only plus side for closed back would be not bleeding sound. So like if you have an open back pair of headphones, if somebody's in the same room as me, like they're gonna hear everything I'm hearing essentially. Like these can work as speakers. Like a lot of times when I'm editing, I will connect my laptop to my
monitor here, and then I'll have streams on this monitor on the other side, like my side monitor. And I'll have these headphones right here, and I can just hear it like it's a pair of speakers because it's open back. Now, bass can be a little light on open back pairs of headphones, but you can always EQ stuff, and a lot of pairs EQ extremely well. There's some pairs that don't. And that's something you look up like before you buy, like how well does it EQ? And a lot of audiophiles are like, I shouldn't have to EQ a pair of headphones. I understand that too, but you know, like this pair, if I'm listening, I could like bump the bass up if I was listening to something. But the thing is like when you're with bass, because that's my favorite part of all music is bass, but when you bump up the bass, you're losing quality, right? And that's what closebacks do. So closebacks, no, I have not gotten to try the HE one. That's that $50,000. Remember I said the Hi-Fi Man had a $50,000 electrostatic? That's Sennheiser's. I've tried electrostatics. I've heard Stax, and what was their first pair? It's not the pair they have right now. Odyssey. Because now they're electrostatic pairs like the Carbon something, and I haven't gotten to listen to that one. Odyssey LCD4 was the best bass I ever heard in my entire life. That was another pair I had to give back, but that was like a $4,000 pair of headphones. But oh my fucking god. That's a... I was like, I could heal, actually. Time to give away a free hit. They totally earned that, didn't they? I was super outplayed. At least this killer's a lot of fun to talk trash to. Not the person playing the killer, but that's what's fun. It's like, this killer by design makes me want to talk trash. I could heal him faster. Because it will make it. In one blood web, that would be rough. Because I feel like there's so many killers that you'd be like, all I want is my Ghostface add-on. And I keep getting add-ons for Nemesis or something like that, you know? Like Nemesis. I want to spend all my blood points and I want to use Marvin's blood and Liquor Tongue every game. Also, yeah, I did say Battle Spectre. I'm sorry if I missed the follow, but I think I got to that one. It would be shared. Interesting. I don't want a DC. Purple med kit. Dang it. Got the classic combo. Lima99 3B, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Or maybe it's Lima Bean, like Lima Bee. Happy hour. Okay, they're not enraged anymore. They're enraged. What the fuck? Why am I not getting hit then? Run the long way this time. I'm thinking maybe I can break line of sight and get another loop around some happy hour. Oh, she heard.
Dang. Yeah, I think this is my most viewed video, actually, is that loop right there. Happy Hour. It's always Happy Hour on Dead Dog Saloon. Because I think this video is called, like, the first loop any survivor should learn. Because obviously, like, well, what am I going to do on other maps that don't have this exact same loop? It's like, well, that's the point, is, like, to keep your eyes open on main buildings having really strong loops. It's like shacks in every map, yes, but shack is not as strong as the main buildings usually are. You know? Hey, let's go lime, or it is Lima, right? Yeah, Lima Bean. Yeah, actually, that was the hard part. I'm gonna make a post in a few, like after this weekend, because that means I held down the schedule for a year actually. But it's gonna be, I've been going live Monday through Friday at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time. I do open lobbies on Wednesdays and Fridays as well. It is technically open lobbies today, but we're on the PTB, so the only way you can join is if you're on Steam on PC. No, they're gonna beat me. I will make it. Tuesday. You know what Tuesday is gonna be if they ever make 2v8 permanent playlists? 2's v8. So that way I can play with like a killer main, and we can. Because when I'm playing killer, I can't look at chat as much. Or at least I haven't played enough killer to know the right times where I can't look at chat. Whereas survivor, like every time you can be running a straight line and looking at chat, like right here, you know. Like I'm running across the map, oh, I can look at chat. Or I'm sitting on a gen, I can look at chat. Or healing, look at chat. On hook, look at chat. I want to run this one again, though. Or run something else. Yeah, open lobbies is, yep, Wednesday and Friday. And then if the 2v8 ever becomes permanent, we 2's v8. How fast is this heal time? No, I wanted to see. It's a bot, though. No, it's not a bot. Okay, she's just getting a safety. It's okay. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a bot. I got rid of the thing anyway. To this one. Hey, we actually got the pellet. Oh my god, the vault speed. This is what I mean by when people say that this killer isn't overpowered. They're like, they don't have a chase power. I'm like, what was that? This killer's gonna get nerfed hard. They literally make you hindered and vault from across the thing. That shit is so overpowered. Sorry, Sue, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. It's not even like overpowered in the sense that like Nurse and Blight are still stronger than this killer, because they are. It's overpowered in the sense that this shit is brainless. There's so many guaranteed hits with this killer. They get the easiest first hit in the game. Stuff like that is a chase power. They can cut you off if you try to hold W anywhere else. That shit's brainless as fuck. Easiest killer they've ever released to play. In my opinion, at least. I waited about 2 weeks to give my honest opinion, because I feel like I can't even judge a killer if they haven't even been out 2 weeks, but that's my opinion. Easiest killer they have literally ever came out with. Sucks too, because the killer does have a really high skill ceiling. They need to make it not as easy to play. But it has too many things. The fact that they can vault that fast is insane. On top of everything else, you know. A guaranteed free first hit plus vault speed, like those two together, is already a problem. Forget about the high mobility. I guess not, because Legion is... Well, no, Legion's not a free hit, though. Because Legion has to actually be on the correct side of a pallet. This killer, you can throw a god pallet and still take the free hit. And then they can vault across it. And it's like, this is dumb as fuck. Also, Legion, you can break them out in their power by trading. You can trade the free hit to throw the pallet. Can't do that against this killer either. Am I enjoying the health pack? Actually, yeah. This one. I like the new Survivor. The new healing perk's amazing. Dude, the one with you know what's funny? The Wesker comparison. On top of the fact that, like, when Blight uses his stuff, he has to wait for them all the charges to come back. This killer waits for one total charge to come back and back to 3. Although I do kind of think, I don't actually think about this much from their other licenses, but I actually do think about that with this license because it's the first anime killer. I think they're doing that classic trick of we're going to release a licensed killer that's too strong to get a bunch of people to buy it, and then nerf it later on. You know? But since it's anime and there's a lot of anime fans and they haven't had an anime before, I think that's what they're going to do. The thing is, I know people want, like, the cancel to get nerfed, but I've been kind of thinking, because this is a really hard killer to think about nerfing, because all the stuff that you think about is, like, the fun stuff. I don't like the vault speed thing. I think that's dumb as fuck. So I think they could take that out. But I kind of wish they were just a 110 killer and not really change much else. Maybe change the range on the guaranteed hit attack. And make it so that you can't get a guaranteed hit across pallets, maybe. They're being cool, too. Because this game was already over. They're establishing that dominance. I'm trying to show them where my red stain is. Or scratch marks so they can see. No, I'm over here. I don't want to run the main building again, though. Maybe they're practicing at Shack, actually. Maybe they're practicing some pathing. I think that is what they're doing, actually. I think they're using the, using it for some practice. I remember somebody telling me that with, or GT Vel, if anybody remembers GT Vel on Billy. And they were asking, this is before they buffed Billy. Billy's easier to curve on now. Back when Billy was in its, like, worst state, he was, like, the curve master. Him and, Uncle Stan Bana. And I remember him saying, people always asked him how he got so good at curving, and he said he had a friend that would sit there AFK while he would just practice curve after curve. So you weren't, like, practicing curving against a survivor, you were just practicing curving specific tiles. Because if you knew how to curve the tile, then you could curve when the survivor is there, you know? Ghoul, I think it's 32 meters, right? That's the thing. I like the free hit. I just think they should nerf the range on the free hit a little bit. Because the thing with the free... And not go over pallets. But my thing with the... I should have stayed for Nouters. Oh, 40. Okay, there we go. So it is bigger. But the thing with the auto free hit is it's the only time they've ever tried to bridge the gap between controller and mouse and keyboard. This person played really nice, too. Right Giga Chat on their thing. Hey. They don't even have a comment on their profile yet. They do now. It's a Giga Chad Ghoul. Funny way of saying GG. Oh shit, that had to be the last game. I didn't realize. Maybe I'll play some more P2B tomorrow. No, because tomorrow we're doing open lobbies. Maybe I'll do some P2B on like Thursday or something. It's funny though, somebody wants to play Ghoul. In the right now, since the regular killer queue times are so long, it'd be better to actually do the P2B. If somebody wants to play Ghoul, because killer queue times are going to be instant in the P2B. What was I going to play? Oh yeah, The Day That Never Comes. I forgot that Metallica song. But like the auto aim and the free hit from the Ghoul, or sorry, the auto aim is a free hit, and the cancel thing, I really don't want that to get nerfed that much. The auto aim, like, I still want it to be that intense. I just don't want the range for the free hit. So if you're far away, you just get pulled to them with the hinder thing, you know? Hey. Good stuff, Aurelia. That was fun. The killer destroyed us. They were being nice, obviously. That's what I was even thinking. I'm like, I should have stayed for some Nouters. Oh, wait. I can go to Metallica because this has right here. I always remember that.
I was gonna play Day That Never Comes. I guess we'll do this one. Yeah. The other one didn't have a difficulty rating. This one did. So this one it is. Hey, I remember hearing One Pump Willie played Guitar Hero a little bit back in the day. He was playing on like medium and some songs on hard. And like a very few songs on expert, I remember him saying. Because he has Guitar Hero on his wall behind him. This song is so good though. I'm sorry YouTube can't hear the music, actually. That's because, well, it can't hear the music between the lobbies either, but if I had the music go to YouTube, I'm risking getting a copyright strike. I think YouTube will figure that out eventually. Because Twitch had similar stuff at one point. Twitch just has a lot more years in the game. Twitch has two ways of handling it, actually. If you don't have it on your VOD track and get rid of it on the VOD track, then they mute the audio on the VOD. So even if you don't have it set up where you can play music and have it not show up on the VOD like I do, and then YouTube just gets the VOD track. That's why YouTube doesn't get like alerts or music or anything like that. So they have two options. YouTube doesn't have any options for playing music, at least not yet. Yeah. 122. No, the sunshine never comes. Oops, I overstrummed. This happens when you try to sing and play. It's not going to stop me from doing it next time neither, though. The song is good. You know what's funny? This game's not complete muscle memory like you were saying. Because sometimes if we have time for it, I like when people recommend me play a song. Like if they had subscribed or gifted a sub, and I'm not playing DBD anymore, I'm like, hey, what song you want me to play? It's always a lot more fun when I haven't heard the song itself, because it's a really fun like way to hear a song for the first time. That's actually how I heard this song for the first time. Because this song was a, when this album came out, they just put the whole album on Guitar Hero 3 as a DLC. So, like, listening to Metallica, that was already one of my favorite bands. New album in, like, a more involved way, like, playing it, was just so much fun. But whenever somebody has a recommendation of a song I've never heard before, it's always a lot of fun. Because sight reading is just a lot of fun. Also, Creepy Face, thanks for the follow, mate. Now, what I have to decide is if I want to one-hand the triplets or not.
Swear. Aw. This is the part where I don't know if I want to one-hand it or two-hand it. I think I'll two-hand the first one. So I can one-hand that, but it's way too tiring, and then you're like tired when the solo comes. Aw. I was lied. I was too tired to do that one hand. I need to be in better Guitar Hero shape for that. Woo! Got 99%. I missed 10 notes. So it's 2,030 notes and I hit 2,020. Hit 2020. No perks since 2020. No perks since 2020. That'd be hilarious. Have a whole song like that. No perks since 2020 instead of no sleep since or till Brooklyn. All right, we gotta find someone to raid though. Find someone to raid. Dude, maybe a ZM Pixie is live. ZM Pixie is live, and we can raid ZM Pixie or Epidemic. But we ran into ZM Pixie earlier. Yeah, I can raid Epidemic another day. Did it right. Yay, press it the right way. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I know I said this earlier, so I'm sorry if anybody heard it again. It sounded like a broken record or something, but I can't say this too many times. But thank you so much for hanging out. It was such a privilege to have friends to hang out with and talk to and play with doing open lobbies. We're doing open lobbies tomorrow. I'm going to be, I go live Monday through Friday at 4:20 p.m. Eastern time. We do open lobbies Wednesdays and Fridays. So tomorrow we are doing open lobbies. I think I'm going to do regular servers tomorrow and then maybe do more open lobby on Thursday because I want to do another PTB day. This PTB is fun. I like the Survivor and I like the Survivor perks. Because Will Make It's like one of the only perks I ever miss on Survivor because it's like, and it's not even like a Survivor. It's like a common perk. Like every Survivor can get it without even buying any. But it's just so nice to heal right in your hook and like have something to help. And the perks help that. So I'm like, ooh, this is nice. So I think I might play more P2B on Thursday unless queue times are so bad that we only play in like 1 or 2 games. So tomorrow we're gonna do regular. Well, we're gonna do Blood Moon event probably, but doing open lobbies. But
Hell yeah, I have a video that's going to come out on Friday, I think, and then maybe the next weekend I'll have the Toba Landing complete map guide ready to go. Was hoping to have it ready to go this weekend, but that's why I made the other one just in case. I want to see if I can get a video out every week. Although sometimes if I'm really working on other stuff or busy, I might just make like a short or something because I have tons of clips for shorts and I just never use them. But hell yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow at 4:20, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. It is such a privilege to see you there. And take care of yourself. Have an amazing night, but take care of yourself. That's the most important part. Please take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4:20.